Man, what's good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Brady Senior, man, giving you the OMFL news after dark. And yeah, man, see if we can get this music rolling. Yeah. Anyway, man, yeah, it's your boy Brady Senior, man. It's a new week, a new year, literally, because we getting ready to, jump off into this season 94, man. After the season 93 draft, and yeah. We're going to talk about a little bit of, everything that's going on so far in the off season. As you know, Jags is up here trying to make some moves. Might be some bold ones, might be some dumb ones, but, we trying to make some moves to get draft picks. Really wanted to be in that top 10. I ain't going to lie, bro. Really wanted to be in that top 10. But, yeah, couldn't pull the trigger on a couple things and probably should have. You never know, man. Might have been that 7th pick because there's, a couple cats that I'm looking at up there in the early goings on of the draft, and who knows, man. If everything goes well, man, I'll have the 19th pick and the 27th pick, and make a run with it. But we'll be right back after this, man. We'll talk about some of these signings that went down last week. Peace. Yay. Hey, welcome back to the OMFL News After Dark, man, with that bass drop. It's your boy Brady Senior, man, giving you the off-season edition right before Nate gives you the off-season PPL. Yeah. But anyway, man, right now we getting ready to talk about the free agent signings, league signings as of right now. I'm going to go through some of these real quick. Won't hold your time up here. But right now, man, so far you got J.J. Watt went to the Panthers on a lucrative deal, $72 million for the next 4 years. And you had Jonathan Allen, another 90 overall player, $57 million. He went to the Cardinals. Watch out. And then, of course, T. Will, 91 overall, right tackle, went to the Bengals for $27 million. And then the elder statesman tight end, Rob Gronkowski, bro, 91 overall, went out to the Colts, boy, for $27 million. Yeah, we know where he gonna be throwing the damn ball.
This is the OMFL.
You can't touch this.
And you're in the mix with Kinda Real Nate. Here's another OMFL production.
All right, what's up, everybody? My mouth wanted to say both of those at the exact same time, and it did not come out the way I wanted it to. Welcome to season number 94 OMFL Draft. We're glad that you guys are in. You had the chat popping off before I even got in here, so it's good to see a bunch of you guys in here. It's going to be a pretty long night. It looks like we only got through round one, and so there's a lot of picks left to go. I think last year we got got through most of round 2, and it still went almost like 2.5 hours. So got a long night ahead. Brady, how's it going, bud? Are we still pretty salty from missing out on some picks?
Yeah, man, forget Rob and Kobe. I understand, man. I understand because I was begging. I was begging and pleading. Please let me get 25th or 26th. And they was like, not having them, partner. And then they was like, you know what? We're not going to give you the pick and we going to steal some of your targets. So, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out the way that you had originally planned, but you and I talked for a while last night. It's funny. So, I'm getting started late here because I have a family, like everybody's got a family. Let's get over here to the overlay. Hold on a second. I got a family like everybody's got a family, and so I had to do the family thing, and the wife is kind enough to let me do what I got to do here as we just move into the second round, and so getting started a little later than I wanted. But let me just say, even though we want to catch up with the draft and talk about the draft, I am already getting blowback. Hold on one second. Why is this not working? Come on. Hold on. I got too much going on here. Hold on. We're gonna lean forward. There's too many things going on here. I'm trying to work a spreadsheet, and Harold Harbor goes to the Kansas City Chiefs there, so he's getting a stud right in because that's what he needs is a stud right in. But I'm already getting blowback about comp mode. You knew it was coming. You knew that people were going to complain about it, and I had a not fun interaction. I think we ended kind of on the same page, or at least close to the vicinity of the same page, but definitely was not a fun conversation. And again, I think that I laid it out pretty well about why this decision's being made. I think the comment in one of the conversations was, guys are going to throw 60 interceptions. I'm like, they threw 60 interceptions this year. So I don't know how much worse it can get. And if it doesn't work, we will go back. But I definitely think the consistency, players playing up to their ratings, I think normal rated players now become more useful and more wanted, not just hidden development guys. And so I think it kind of evens the playing field. Now, I will say, as this person was worried about, if you are a good player in this league, you have a chance to be great. If you're a great player, you're going to stay great. And if you're a bad player, you're going to be at a fork in the road. You're going to have to either put in the time to put in some practice and some skills and grow your skills, or you may get left behind. And I'm not looking to leave anybody behind, but I'm also looking to get rid of the randomness. The randomness is just driving everybody insane, and I think it has created a very particular, specific set of gameplay that it's going to take to win in this league, and I don't know that that's necessarily something that we want, right? We want to kind of open it up to different types of styles and different types of teams and different built teams. And I don't know that the current settings get us there. So we'll see. We got through round 1. Where do you sit as we move into round 2? I asked for an early prediction last night. What do we think? Who do we think did the best? As I got some OMFL colors in the background, so check out my OMFL light show that I got going on back here. Who do you think did the best here?
Man, I would have to let me get over to let me put this 33rd pick in here real quick.
Broderick Allen goes from Louisville, goes over. 76 overall goes to the Eagles. This guy wanted to take a linebacker, number 1 overall. I talked him into going skill position. Whew, thank God for me that worked out. And he gets his linebacker here in the second round. This is to me, this is an impressive draft so far for the Eagles. Not a ton of picks, but still quality doesn't override, or quantity doesn't override quality, and I think he's getting some really good quality here.
Yeah, and then getting over here to the transactions real quick, just to kind of go back through the earlier rounds. To be honest with you, man, I honestly think right now, if anybody is probably going to get themselves a a Daddy Leagues nod as a solid draft right now, man, I have to say it's going to be between, Washington and the Eagles. I think Washington.
Oh, Washington, really?
Yeah, I think Washington. Yeah, man, 3 picks in the first round. I'm not sure what their draft order looks like the rest of the way, but with 3 picks in the first, man, that's going to be hard to beat, especially when he actually took some quality picks.
So you're a quantity over quality.
No, I am quality. I am a quality.
I didn't say you weren't anti-quality, but you like quantity over quality.
Yeah, true.
You gonna take the girl with the big booty and no personality instead of the girl with no booty but a lot of personality. That's what you're doing. That's what you're taking home from the club.
Maybe. Hey, I will say this. With light eyes, that's a definite. But anyway, but no, man, let me look at this. Let me go back to the beginning of the draft.
Yeah, while you're doing that real quick, Priest, just to answer, number one, chat, help me out tonight. I see there's 8 of you, and this number will probably grow throughout the night. Let me know if we can skip somebody that you know for sure. Don't be just guessing, because I will skip in a second, and I don't want to be getting yelled at. And Priest, go watch Press Pass Live from last night with Brady and I. It's about an hour and a half long, but you'll see the changes. I don't want to just say them outright because you need to go watch the video. But Brady, I mean, while you're looking up, kind of as you go back, look, Rob is always going to be one of the top drafters in this league. He's also like becoming my Eeyore in this league. The guy's so down on himself. I don't know what I do it as a gimmick sometimes just to kind of have fun. But I think Rob really believes what he says. He just says he's the worst, but he's such a good team builder. The team he had in Cardinals, where the Arizona, there's the word I'm looking for. That was a great team. He just had a tough opponent over there in Mo to have to deal with. This guy knows how to draft. He's got the picks and he's definitely making them pay. But the Eagles, to me, I'm skewed, but I think that they have had a top-notch draft. And as much as it pains me to say, the Atlanta Falcons, I mean, they've just had a really great draft, and you got to tip your cap to them. Let me call this pick out, and then I want to hear your picks that you got. Marcus Tiller defensive tackle going to the Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders, rated to go in the first round. So I think he's getting good quality here. 6'3", 296, 21 out of Ohio State. Kind of a run stopper. Big guy, did 31 in the bench press, but still ran a sub 540. So good player going over to the Las Vegas Raiders as they try to rebuild that defense. A little known fact that somebody pulled for me, a team that was top 10 in rushing and passing and yet still had the second pick overall. So he had to invest into that defense.
Looks like the Browns just selected. But before you read off that pick, so it looks like Rob was able to select Wilder, who was the 3rd best defensive end on my list, went 10th. Then he was able to select at 25th. He got Bigsby. Man, that's gonna chop my biscuits.
It still bothers you. It still bothers you.
And then he went O-line with his last pick of the first round with Wesley, right guard, who was actually pretty decent as well. So that's why I feel like, man, he kind of hit a home run with a couple of those picks. Of course, Wesley was rated 75th on my board, but I mean, he was one of the better 2, right guards available at the time. So
overall, early predictions. Who's knocking it out of the park so far?
Man, like I said, it's a toss up between the Eagles and in Washington for me. Now, of course, there's been some other guys that's, landed some pretty nice picks. Like you said, the Falcons, got them a couple nice little pieces. I think the Detroit Lions added to their defense, which is only going to get scarier, as they progress. And but I will tell you this: I would love to see, as the draft progresses, I would love to see how, Cly, how he ends up later in the draft. I'd love to see what his team stacks up after the draft is complete. Also, another one, Massimo. I would love to see what they're able to put.
What you thought about what they've done.
And I have to look and see. So we got the Steelers. I'm talking about the Steelers and the Browns. Well, it looks like, speaking of the Browns, it looks like the Browns just selected a wide receiver. They went with
Jimmy Baker,
Jamie
Barker.
Barker. Is it Barker?
I said Baker, but it's Barker.
Let's see if he's on my board. I don't have anything for him on my board, but he just selected him at the fourth pick in the.
I'll give you some stuff. 6'5", 267, out of Pittsburgh. No, that's a tight end. My bad. Where'd he go? He was just right here. Because I gray them out as they get picked. Oh, he's down my list. Here he is. 6'5". Yep, this is him. 6'5", 235, out of Michigan State. Kind of a physical guy. He's going to be really good catching the ball. We're in a 4.5, 340. He had a top combine performance. Some boards had him ranked as 9th. I had him ranked as 61st. So kind of like a late second round pick. So not a terrible pick here. We're seeing a run on receivers too.
Oh, don't remind me.
Yep, seeing a run on receivers.
Man. Yeah, especially going late. And then I think the pick before that was Buffalo. I think Outlaw was able to lock in left tackle Joe Humphrey. Let me see what I got on Humphrey here. Let me see if I can pull up a little something on Mr. Humphrey.
We got 1 minute, and then we're going to get started with the live draft, guys, as he's looking up his. And as we get started, I'd love to hear kind of your top 5 or maybe top 10, because I'm going to go ahead and prepare for my pick. So we're going to get started here in 1 minute. What you got on Humphrey?
So Humphrey, it looks like he was he was B plus on the inside block. Looks like he was a B on lead blocking. It looks like he was also a B on run block protection. He was also a second round talent. Ran a 5.19. 40, 7.48 3-cone, and a 5.05 shuttle. But it looks like he wasn't the strongest, but he did have a 32 in the bench press. But he was, out of the 120 players I had on my board, he was 92nd. But he was definitely, someone to grab. But there's a couple other guys that probably were a little bit better off, though.
I like this pick for the San Francisco 49ers, Marco Harrison. Some boards had him as low as 160. I didn't. I had him as my 43rd best player in the draft. I like that for a team that has their quarterback. I think he drafted a receiver. No, I'm wrong about that. A defensive player. Rob, it's good to see you, buddy. I have to go make my pick, so I'm going to pause the draft, and I'm going to let you two take it over for me for a minute.
Sweet. So we had Harrison. Harrison was the 5th. So that's the 37th. And then it looks like Johnson. Did I even have a Johnson? No, I did not. It was 38. What's going on? What's going on, Rob, man?
You doing all right?
Man, oh, wipe that smile off your face, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
I'm sure I missed this earlier, but you doubled down on running back.
Well, after the fact, because someone decided they wanted to go wide receiver at 25th.
Oh, can't imagine who that was.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh, hey Nate, we need a sniping rule in the draft. No sniping in the draft. Oh. So how's he looking, man? How is Bigsby looking, dude?
I like him a lot. He's quick. He's not like the fastest. 91 speed gets the job done, but I mean it's not like pop off the page. But 92 acceleration, 96 AGI, 96 COD.
Oh my God!
You can't complain about that.
Oh my goodness! Does he have returner stats?
Yeah, I think he's 90. I don't know if I'm gonna put him back there though.
Oh my God!
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something I wanna mess with.
Oh man, Nate, that's a great pick right there, buddy.
Yeah, 74 overall at this point is great.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping, I was praying
my last 1E.
that I was going to get a hidden development, but that's super. They're probably almost all gone if they're not already all gone. So
Yeah, I mean you can't like expect a hidden development at this point. Like if you get it, that's awesome. If not, like it's kind of expected.
All right, let's talk about some of these picks. Donnie Farmer, they're freaking flying in. Elam was another guy that I had thought about grabbing. I was looking at him. He goes over to the Pittsburgh Steelers, so clearly Pittsburgh was glad that I took who I took. 6'4", 272 out of UFC, a power rusher. Did 27 in the bench press, pretty quick at 4.76. I avoided it because I like bigger guys, especially I'm thinking about maybe going 3-4. I don't know yet. I'm going to see kind of how my team plays out. And,
Do it.
He wouldn't fit in a 3-4 very well unless you stood him up and stuck him in the outside, and I wouldn't like that. So kind of give me some of your initial thoughts about the draft. I mean, we're here in the second round already. Here's a couple of my top rated players. I got Peter Barton, a right in, is kind of my top rated guy. Justice Harris, a right outside linebacker. Randall Parrish, a guy that my buddy Brady here said was undraftable, is my third. I got another halfback, Nicholas Patton, as my fourth, and then rounding out my top five is Cordell Huggins, a left end, 264 out of Central Michigan, rounding that out. And here we're seeing another free safety going over to Rob, buddy. Talk about him.
Yeah, hidden development.
Yeah, heck of a pick right there.
88 speed. I didn't used to like, some of the run support safeties. I thought that kind of like, a lot of them were just trash in coverage, but I like this guy. He's he does everything. He's 69 run support, 68 zone, 67 hybrid archetype. His coverage is not great, admittedly, but it's nothing you can't work with. 88 speed, 89 acceleration. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, according to my draft preview, he was the top person on the board for the second round. He was followed by Roundtree at wide receiver, then Spurlock at safety, Fowler at corner, and Larson at safety as well. Those were the top five per the little draft preview. So
yeah, my board's pretty much the same thing.
Darren Westerman, a middle linebacker out of Duke, going to the Green Bay Packers. I had this guy ranked as my 98th best player. Clearly, this is going to be a speed pick, and the Green Bay Packers went out big, spending free agency last year, got himself into some cap trouble, almost worked his way into the playoffs. He's aging at quarterback now because he got rid of all of it. This still doesn't make sense to me. He got rid of all of his young quarterbacks, and this is a weird team right now. Do you like this pick for Green Bay?
44 pick. He was 47th on my board. I mean, he might be able to do something with him. But I will tell you this: he was a 4th round talent. We're talking about Westerman. Yeah, he was a 4th round talent. So it's going to be interesting to see like an image of what he's got there.
My 33rd ranked player, Nicholas Patton, just went to the Rams. I like that pick. Go ahead, Rob.
Priest kind of did like the whole speed whore thing in TFL too, and
the dude plays in like 6 leagues now.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever floats his boat.
Including the Devil League of the OMFL freaking zone.
I always see that pop up on
oh my god
in the streams thread.
Y'all gonna make me put Jesus back on the Christ
or something?
I have no clue what they have outside of the
I literally see it all the time.
Y'all making me be unkind. I can't believe that. Nicholas Patton, I love this pick for the Rams. This is the pick that I think Brady should have went with. I think that's a very good pick for the Rams and right where he should have went here.
All right, so left tackle Ford.
Brian Ford. I'll tell you what I got on Mr. Brian. I just lost him. Where did I lose him to?
Yeah, he was a 2nd round talent for me. Yeah, he was a 2nd round talent. He was ranked 59th on my board.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I had him ranked. Yeah, I had him ranked 58. So you and I kind of were close to that one. Alabama, agile guy, did 30 in the bench press, ran a 4.98 40. I think a pretty good player. Some boards had him ranked at 123. I think that was a little bit low, but a nice pick there for Cincyberg. Back to Buffalo and Outlaw. Now Outlaw's been a pretty decent drafter the last few years.
Lil Koch, not
Little Koch, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Little Koch, you're right. He's long gone. He's now in the deuce. He's now in the deuce. But Outlaw's had a pretty good draft, and he's trying to keep that going here. And he got a pretty good safety in the first round. He goes center right here. I had this guy ranked as my 62nd best player, 176 on some boards. A power blocker, which I really like. He did 29 in the bench press. That's workable. So not a bad pick for Outlaw, who's trying to rebuild that team. And my best available offensive lineman. So if you need offensive line, that's the way to go. 68 overall pick here in the middle of the 2nd round. Not bad.
He's prioritizing O-line, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, I've thrown this out at Brady a couple different times. I know you were with us for a little bit last night, but who early kind of predictions or whatever, kind of early hot takes, who's had the best draft so far?
That's a tough one.
You got to keep yourself in the conversation. You've had a really solid draft.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
If you was the girl at the club, Brady would be taking you home. All right, I'm just saying.
Honored,
he likes quality over quantity. He wants the big booty over the personality.
You know, he might not like what he sees when he gets back. But,
Oh my god.
I really like what the Eagles have done. I've said it a zillion times. I really like what you've done. I think there's some teams that have really done themselves well. That's interesting because he's a team I don't know a lot about, and I want to see what other people thought. I thought he reached with his first pick.
Maybe a little. Like I think he was. No, actually, I don't think he reached. That guy was top 5 for me. If he was there at 10, I was taking him.
And I clearly was wrong, at least in y'all's eyes. I was wrong about the Bears pick. I thought there were better receivers. I could be wrong. Again, that we all have our own personal opinion, but
Bears took
didn't he take like a normal dev, like 90 speed receiver that was tall, and there were some hidden devs like 94 speed guys out there?
Oh no, that was me.
Was it? Who'd the Bears take round one?
Let's see, who did the Bears take?
Back-to-back picks here for Minnesota, too, while you look that up. Jeremy Parrish, left tackle out of Kansas State, my best available offensive lineman going over to Minnesota. And I'm expecting big things out of Denver. I don't know where he got all these picks from and what he's done, but clearly he's made some moves.
Roman Reese. No, he picked the Heisman. Smash picked the Heisman.
A receiver, though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was a reach, but he wouldn't have been on the board for that much longer. He had like a 2M talent, but he wasn't going to last that long.
Yeah, I still think there were better players. All right, guys, y'all are going to take over the show. I'm going to go do my thing. I'm telling you right now, I think he reached on Darren Banks. I had him ranked as my 77th best player, so I think that's a bit of a reach. I'm going to go make my pick and let y'all take over.
You've been doing this a long time. You know people are going to jump for good user middle linebackers. It's just how Newton's fourth law. Everyone has to reach in the draft for a good linebacker. You know, Brady, you can chime in if there's anything you want to add, but I've been surprised by Denver's draft so far. I didn't obviously he had that pick in the first round. He had a couple picks, but one of them was that super fast wide receiver, ran like a 4.31. Like, obviously that's like a sexy pick, but I was surprised by it. I don't know if you share the same sentiment, but Denver's like a calculated kind of guy, and he gave up Daniil Hunter, Eric Kendricks, gave up a lot, and I don't know, if I was him, revamping that pass rush would be
now
one.
Now Dan, he's over. He controls Minnesota, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because he went with Sean Porter was his first pick. Yeah,
and then he had Moe's pick, so he ended up going. I think he
went free safety. Yeah, he went free safety, and then turned around and went with Matt McCord. And he easily at wide receiver. He could have easily got a better wide receiver if he's going to go that route. At 18.
Yeah, I was. That's what kind of shocked me. I was like, I don't know. Even just going with a wide receiver there surprised me.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if there's different need. But that's just like with me. You know, my first pick, I went defensive end when I clearly should have spent that on a corner. And I think the corner that I passed on went a couple picks after. Yeah.
You know, pass rush is just like you can't have a good Madden defense be like a pass rush. That's just as simple as that.
True. So
while you may not have in retrospect needed to go D-line there, it's pass rush is something you can never have enough of.
Gotcha. Yeah, 51 was...
So that's why I was kind of surprised with Denver's pick. It was like, I don't know, it for a guy that's... He's an awesome defensive user. Like, I mean, you play him twice a year, you already know. There's nothing... not you. Sorry, I was
not me, yeah.
But, I mean... Like, anyone who plays him consistently knows just like how smart he is and the way that he works and how tough his defense can be.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Let me go ahead just real quick. Van Hogeligen in the chat. I see you, buddy. I'm going back and forth between a spreadsheet and the chat. We do have a Discord, but the way you apply for our league is through our website, GrownFolksOC.com. Go to join us and can select the Deuce or the OMFL. Both of those would get you in the right spot. But you can also see our other leagues there. And I did get someone who subscribed to me a little bit earlier, and I appreciate that. It just happened before we went live, and so I appreciate that. I reached, but Rob, I want you to finish your thought, and then I can talk about how bad my pick was just now.
I was pretty much done. I was just saying.
Yeah,
I was expecting Denver to go pass rush and didn't.
Totally, and I think I was subliminally I can't even spit that out. There's your boy that shouldn't have been drafted. He went right where I thought he was going to go.
Undraftable, Tim.
Yeah, undraftable, he said. 193, 6'2", 74 overall. I'd have to say the overall says he's much better than the running back you took, but we're going to leave that for a different conversation. I think I was subliminally listening to you guys. For right or wrong, probably wrong this Madden, I've invested heavily into my offensive defensive line. I bought over a defensive tackle, which was a bust this year because defensive tackles have been nerfed. But be it as that may, I drafted a defensive lineman first overall last year who was a good player. I moved him inside, didn't really work out. And when I moved him back outside, I drafted another defensive lineman that I didn't quite love. And so I was kind of stuck. I was looking at some outside linebackers, but they were all kind of light, especially if I moved to a 3-4. But even in a 4-3, they were kind of light. And I just didn't want to grab. And then I was going to take a receiver. I just don't love any of the receivers. I was going to take Thurman Lewis just because of his speed, but I didn't love him. He's 5'11". I like bigger receivers that can block. He did 9 in the bench press. He's not going to be able to block, and he was way down my list. And so I don't know. I took a reach and it didn't really work out for me.
Yeah, this draft was a little weird with the positions that it was deep in because, like last year, there was a ton of. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a ton of running backs. And they went late. And there was a
kicker. I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
I don't.
There you go.
I don't know what is Priest, man.
That makes you feel better about your pick,
Priest,
right?
It definitely does. Do you think Priest drafts high? I think he drafts when he's high. He's got to be. I don't even have this guy on my board.
I don't know. He got that. He got that like 86-inch TV or whatever. Maybe he just.
Yeah, maybe he's just pressing buttons. A cornerback here, Lamar Stevens, man, goes to the Bengals. We've been talking about Lil Koch a lot lately. Some had him ranked as the first-round talent. I had him ranked as, where did I have him? I'm trying to find it. A late second, so I think this is not too much of a reach. Some boards had him at 143. I had him at 40, so this is a good pick here for him. I thought about cornerback too, but my cornerbacks would be buried behind the top 3 guys. And so this guy ran a 4.340. Our first fullback right off the board. Go ahead and talk about him. Fullback was another position that was difficult for me because the league is getting away from fullbacks, and I love a fullback, but man, the league's kind of moving away from it. But you went fullback here.
Yeah, the reason why I went fullback is because I had a need. The guy
He's also pretty like. He doesn't have to just be a fullback. He can actually be a pretty good tight end.
But yeah, so
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at y'all. Priest just called his kicker a beast. Priest, you're not allowed to call a kicker a beast in the second round.
You know who else was a beast?
That's not allowed. Oh my God, that's not allowed. You may have needed a kicker, but Priest, you could have waited till the 3rd or 4th round, not in the second.
You could have waited till free agency.
This is true. I proved it. I put a free agent punter in the Pro Bowl this year.
I see, man.
Brady, finish your thought. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Well, let me do my pick. I'll let you guys talk, and I'll be right back.
That's right. Your pick. Peter Barton goes over to the Atlanta Falcons. I know if I've got this right. I think this is your boy, right? Like the Falcons and you are boys, aren't you?
I mean, we're not boys. That's more Penguins. But
Penguins. Okay, I get you and Penguins mixed with him.
I mean,
six
we're
foot
like,
3.
We're all right, but that's
266.
Them two are
this
the butt
guy's
buddies.
been this dude. I don't think we can say that in 2021. But this guy's been killing this draft, bro. He did 20. This guy's a 23-year-old out of Florida, a speed rusher. I thought about this guy, but he's a little light for me. He's only 266, so he's like a true 4-3 defensive end. But I already have one of those in Davenport, and I didn't want to have 2 of those. But he did 24 in the bench press, super fast, right? He ran a 4.7,
He's
4.40
fast for a power rusher.
That's faster than most linebackers.
Yeah, he's kind of a little weird, kind of hybrid. I actually bet he has pretty good finesse, and I'd like to see his stats whenever. I guess we're done with this, but yeah, I mean he's pretty good. He's got good speed for a power rusher, and he could honestly stand him up, and he'd be a decent 3-4 OLB. I bet if you
could be
wanted to use him just to kind of mask the coverage deficiencies.
Mr. Javier Freeman goes over to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Some had him rated. He was supposed to be an early 3, but after the combine, I had him as a late 3, so not a terrible pick. 81st best player for me, but some boards had him ranked as 116. 6'2", 290 out of Wisconsin. kind of a zone guy, but ran a 4.49 40. He did 9 on the bench press, which is the same that a 5'11" receiver did in the bench press. So he's not going to be a thumper. Priest, talk about your guy. Not Priest. I said Priest because I got Priest in my brain. I meant Brady.
I was like, right.
I was waiting for that one.
No, man,
I teed it up. Y'all didn't hit it out. That's the problem.
No, it's all good. I mean, normal development. Like you said, 6'2", 209, 22-year-old zone archetype from Wisconsin. He's got a 90 speed. He's got a 70 zone, 63 in the man, but a 92 acceleration. His jump. Where's it at? It's not showing it in the rating. Hold on. Yeah, it's not showing a jump in this rating, this core attribute. So I'll probably have to wait. Until the actual.
I bet it's pretty good because 35 or something like that was what he had, and that's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
Great pick, Ross.
Dang, man.
Find Thomas right in out of Tennessee going over to the Miami Dolphins.
He should have gone a long time ago.
Arguably the greatest draft last year, but you didn't. I mean, you've seen it turn around. The things turned around in Miami. You just didn't see it stat-wise with those rookies, but clearly they had an impact. Let me just pause for a second, too, and say thank you for everybody who's tuning in tonight. We got, up to, I've seen 20, 30 bouncing back here, back and forth. So I appreciate you guys being with me. Hidden development for Mr. Von Thomas. So good pick there for you, Ross.
Yeah, he had a good draft story. I was expecting him to go a long time ago.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging in right there. We're still in for probably another 2 hours before we go here, but I don't pick again to the 5th round, so I won't have to pause the draft again, and I will just skip players as soon as it pops up. Seeing the Vikings here with a lot of picks, how did they get so many picks? Did they move a lot of players around? Like, does anybody kind of know what they've done?
He sold the farm to Mo. He got rid of. I meant to post it in an announcements chat, but he pretty much had a fire sale.
Well, Gil Bettis, a free safety, 68 overall, goes to the Minnesota Vikings. He was supposed to be a late first rounder, so probably getting some talent here. I had him as an early 3rd. Some boards had him at 67. I had him at 64. Ran a 4.46 40, did 12 on the bench press. Zone guy out of Washington, so not a bad pick there. And here are the Rams, who are another guy that's starting to get my attention with some of these picks here. I don't love this one, though. I guess it could be argued it isn't a terrible pick. Some boards had him ranked as the 73rd. I had him ranked as the 140 or 139. Jaden Stewart, 5'9", which I hate little guys. 182 out of Ohio State, a deep threat guy. Good deep runner, pretty good catch in traffic for a little guy. Ran a 4.42 40, and as Rob so eloquently said a while ago, it is the law of speed in the OMFL, guys. Just buy into that speed, man.
Newton's fourth law. Yeah, you're always going to have a few of them.
Brady, the chat's asking if your strong safety was hidden development.
No, that's a negative.
He would have said.
No, I would have celebrated that.
We got Dwayne on the clock, which is interesting because Dwayne usually trades completely out of these drafts. I don't even know if he's here tonight. Maybe somebody in the chat would know if he's even around. But Dwayne usually is not much
online in game.
He's not much of a drafter, and so we usually don't see a whole lot from him. If you don't mind, Rob, maybe throw him a board message, find out if he's going to be around, and we can skip him. I'm trying to look at the chat. Sure. I'm also trying to take care of all my other stuff, so just definitely let me know. He's in the chat right now. I think that's him. Dwayne, are you drafting? You're in the chat. Very confused. I don't know if you're at work or not.
It does not appear this pick will be made, but maybe the next one.
Okay, we'll find out for sure. Rams back up. Then you got the Eagles. Oh, yeah, and then we'll be into round number 3. Eagles, Raiders, Bills, Texans.
Whoa.
That's why he doesn't draft, maybe?
But did he
Sorry,
make
Dwayne.
that pick? Ooh, this was not a
Probably
good one.
not.
144 on some draft boards. I had him at 193. TJ Beasley. He was supposed to go early in the third. I had him, though, going as undraftable. Good throw-in power, decent short accuracy, but more of a scrambler, maybe a project guy. Now, I will say, I watched him a couple of times this year. He does like having a scrambling quarterback that he can just bring in for a couple of plays and take off on you and pick up some plays. So maybe that's what TJ's going to do.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
go ahead, Brady.
No, I was just going to say I
Dakota's
had him
at
as a
work.
risky pick. Yeah, I was going to say he was a risky pick at quarterback, but out of all the quarterbacks available, he actually on my board, again, 130 players scouted, he was actually 26th in red. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Like I had the initial reaction because of his overall, but he's a scrambler. He ran a 4.64, so he's probably got like 83, 84 speed, and he's got A+ throw power. You can
Man, you could do something with that.
you could like okay. I'm just saying, if worse comes to worse, you can at least like base an offense on that. Like just you're gonna run, and you're gonna dump it off short.
This is where I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think the Eagles have won the draft. They needed to make another home run here. He gets a 71 overall guy early with the first pick in the third round. I think this guy has hit it out of the park. Like, yeah, you could have had more picks maybe, but with the picks that he's had, this guy has hit a home run every single time, in my opinion. Cordell Higgins, my second best player on the board, was originally supposed to go middle second. I had him rated, though, to go early second. He gets him here early third. 6'1", 264 out of Central Michigan. And the pick before that, I missed it. I was about to say it, and two picks went quick. Was it the Rams, maybe? Somebody grabbed a tight end that I really, really liked. So good pick there for the tight end because it was
The Huggins player. Yeah, he was slated as a first-round talent.
Yeah.
57th on my board. I mean, still a solid player. So, yeah, definitely a talent right there with Cordell Huggins for sure.
Ross, that's a good analogy. The quarterback that Dwayne got is probably a Gord 2.0, maybe a better player, which is probably a good analogy and probably where he's going to fall. Got the Raiders up next, who I think is at work. I know he was trying to get us into the second round before he went to work.
Yeah, I'm pretty. He's out.
I'll just need somebody, if you can, just to say, hey, you can skip this pick or whatever, because I get caught up in doing what I was doing.
You can skip this pick.
Well, it's too late now. Or are you talking about the Bills? We can't skip the Bills.
No, not Bills. But Raiders said he had work at 8 Central.
Earl Fowler, cornerback, ran a 4.52 40 out of Nebraska, going over to the Raiders. Luke Good in the right guard. So you're seeing Outlaw invest, though. I don't love this pick. A possible red talent, 148 on some boards. I had him at 151. Don't love that pick. I think it's a little low.
Tracy McLaughlin, I didn't even have anything on him.
This guy was a Wake Forest. I had him ranked as my 68th best player, physical guy. It's hard to see all this. I'm getting too old. Spectacular catch, ran a 4.57 40, did 20 in the bench press. So he's actually twice as strong as your strong safety that you drafted. No comments. Okay.
The burn is real. The burn.
My old eyes, I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm going to be on freaking binoculars here pretty soon. He traded me Ruggs. We know that's not true, Ross. The Raiders, though, a top offenses in both running and passing, as my buddy Ross pointed out to me, definitely needing to invest into that defense. So Tracy McLaughlin, that wide receiver, goes over to the Texans, 68 overall here in the third round. That's not a bad pick. When you start getting in the third round, you're going to start seeing those mid to late 60 overall. So you're seeing a couple of the top players go off here. Just really quick, my board, I'd love to hear your guys' board if you're willing to share. I got a right outside linebacker, Justice Harris, as the best player available. Reggie Bradford, the second best. Larry Creighton, the third best. Jeremy Weaver, left outside linebacker, fourth best. And then Tremaine Lewis, a wide receiver, is my fifth best receiver.
According to my draft preview, looking at wide receiver Roundtree, looks like for a second, like what we're in third round now. Looks like Parsons, wide receiver Beasley at quarterback, Freeman at safety, Banks at wide receiver, and then there was a Parker. But that's just more so according to the third round. Those were technically the talent that was there, but the only two that really sticks out is Parsons and Freeman for third round talent.
I love that pick for the Tennessee Titans. I also love that pick right there before it. I missed the team now, but I thought those were two good picks going back. Oh, the middle linebacker going to San Francisco. A little low, but has potential to be a very good player. Austin, no, that's not who I want. I want Kyrie. Let's see if we can find Kyrie, a wide receiver, 6'2", has some potential, deep threat guy out of Florida State. Ran a 4.6 40 though, a little slow, but some potential there. Going over to the Green Bay Packers, trying to get old Aaron Rodgers a couple more weapons.
Was that Colin's first pick?
Might have been. Not a bad pick too. Marcus Cummings, 6'2", 304 out of Georgia. Good tackler, did 34 in the bench press, ran a 5.09 40. I like that pick for Colin. Jerry Weaver, this was one of my top guys, right? I called him out. Left outside linebacker, 6'2", 254, 23 out of Minnesota. A little on the older front. Ran a 4.73 40. He had a tough mid-season games that kind of dropped his stock. But, man, you got to give it to Clyde. He's really invested into this defense, and I think is starting him, the Rams, the Eagles, what, Rob, you've done in Washington. Like, there's a couple teams starting to really, catch my attention with what they've done in this draft.
Sorry, I'm just getting caught up on all the last 10 picks right
it's
now.
It's all good. It's hard to keep up, man. It's hard to keep up on all this stuff that we're
when this gets going,
I don't think people realize how hard it is to keep up. It's hard to remember. It's like, oh, wait, what did people do? How did they do that?
How many O linemen is Outlaw planning on playing?
Probably all of them. Austin Barber, my third best player on the board left. He's supposed to go early in the second round. I had him rated as a middle second rounder, so you're getting a lot of value for the Colts here. Good pick for Bill, who's always been a good drafter, 29 in the bench press. Sounded like somebody decided it's Coolers time. What's that? Bud Light time? What time is it? I forget. Anyway, somebody popped open a can.
Coors Light?
Coors Light, is that what it is? I don't know. But
good pick,
a really
Bill.
good pick there for Austin going over to the Indianapolis Colts, who gave his high first-round pick over to the Cardinals. And I will always hate you for that.
So I know we're in the draft. Hey Nate, to put you on the spot. Will anyone stop the Chiefs' offense?
Miller time. Thank you, Maniac. No, I think the Chiefs' offense will stop the Chiefs' offense possibly. I think things will shift as we get into comp mode. I think he will have more competition than he did last year, but you got to give it to Penguins. He played super smart. We talked about it on Press Pass Live. I'm not going to get back into it. I know some people complained. I get why people were frustrated playing him. It would frustrate me too. I will always lean to receivers should be the leading receivers on your team, but I also am not dumb. The NFL has changed. Tight ends are playmakers. He's got a great tight end. He checked the ball down.
Didn't Travis Kelce lead the league in receiving yards this year?
I would have to look. I would take your word for it. But I will say,
in real life.
Yeah, in real life.
I was like, wait, no, I'm in the league,
If you look at his overall stats, he spread the ball around the top four guys. I get why he's frustrating to play. If you cover deep, he checks down. If you cover the check down, he goes over the top. And so I get why he's super frustrating to have to deal with, but I don't believe that he did anything wrong. And if he continues to play that smart, he will be tough to beat. At one point, he was like 33 and 9, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and a guy's not beatable when he plays that well. And with that quarterback, man, all he's got to do is continue to make really good, smart decisions. So we'll see.
Do y'all know if how many games he lost this year?
None, right?
2. Oh wait, was it 1 or 2?
One.
Yeah, it was 1.
Do you know who that was to?
No.
Washington?
Somebody actually said that something about this in the chat. Who?
The People's Champion.
I don't know the people's champion. Can I skip? Yeah, Nick's not here. I'm going to skip him.
Oh my god!
I can't with you, Rob. I can't. I need you to go back to being Eeyore.
Oh man!
All right, you get one or the other.
No, I don't. I like this one. I like this guy better. Deontay Harris.
I'm just gonna go ahead and change my Discord name to the People's Champion.
Do it.
Oh,
Same
man.
name as my
That's
wide
awesome.
receiver, tight end. He goes over to Baltimore, 6'4", 253, vertical threat out of California. I don't love this pick. He was undraftable for me. 137. Not undraftable is a loose term. I think that there were other players that I would have looked at before him. Justice Harris, my best player available. Going to Little Koch, who, man, Koch, I see you, bro. You're having a great draft, in my opinion.
Getting a first-round talent in mid-third, not
speed rusher, 243, 475. Like all the things we said about the guy that went to Miami, I think, or wherever that was. That's a really good player. What's up, Outlaw? We've been talking about your team. Rob, ask your question again since our boy Outlaw is here.
How much jumbo set are you planning on playing? You already have a good O-line. Your O-line is actually like legitimately good. I would kill for that
Koch got a
O-line.
hidden talent guy here in the 3rd round. Snaps to you, Little Koch. Way to go, bub. I'm going to take my breather here. I'm guessing Smash is not around. That's my assumption. But we got Smash, the Broncos,
Yeah, he
Jets,
said
Jets.
actually he said in chat that he's out.
Okay, we'll skip him. Trenton Fox. Man, I hate when those freaking picks go back to back like that. It's so hard.
I love it.
I don't love it for the show. Larry Creighton, my best player available, going to the Denver Broncos. I don't know his team out of LSU, so I'm going to like Mr. Larry. But didn't he have 2 decently aged running backs out of the box? Did he let those guys go? Did he cut them? I don't know. That's I don't know.
I think Gordon's gone.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Melvin Gordon is gone. He's still yeah, he's gone. But maybe he's just taken after Priest. Not with kickers, just with running backs.
With running backs, that's right. Matt Parsons, let's see. Some boards had him ranked at 107. I had him ranked at 92. 6'2", 195 out of Miami. A deep threat guy, ran a 4.5, 4.40. What I do love about these drafts is we don't see as many of these like absolute burner players, which is good to see. We're seeing kind of a mix of receivers. And I also love, it doesn't happen often, but I love when you have back-to-back picks. It's just so much fun because you can kind of like take a chance on the first one and then have like a solid number 2. It's just it's one of my favorite things. He says he's going to a full 2 fullback system. One of them will have a neck roll because he believes that the neck roll is gonna definitely help.
All fullbacks should be required to have neck rolls.
I am not a neck roll supporter. Zach Rainey, a left guard.
But how can you be? How can you like get off to fullbacks but not think that they should have neck rolls?
I don't know. I'm more. I just want my guy to look mean and hateful back there, but he doesn't have to have a neck roll to
neck
do
rolls.
That. Tyler Wynn, a center out of Georgia, which I think is Colin's favorite team. I could be wrong about that, but center out of Georgia going over to the LA Chargers. Where is my guy at? 6'5", 311, a power guy, which I love. My power offensive lineman did 35 in the bench press, so he's going to be a mauler there up front.
No visors. No visors, maniac.
Oh no, lots of visors. I am a visor supporter.
No black visors, or you're instantly.
No, I don't like black visors, but I like visors. Byron Sims. I don't see color when I look at visors. Byron Sims, a tight end, going. No one laughed at that. Wow, that joke just kind of fell flat. All right, it's okay. Tight end going to the Dallas Cowboys out of Washington State. He thought he was getting a kicker here, but sorry, Dwayne, you did not get your kicker. Yeah, Bloop, I don't do the neck roll. I do the visors, though. I love a quarterback with a full face mask, like a linebacker face mask, like the full face mask with a visor. I think it's awesome. I missed a pick there.
You can't. You're straddling both sides of the. How can you like the full face, like the cage?
Just on a quarterback, the full cage with a visor, I think looks sick. Can somebody give me that pick that I know you do? It's okay. We're talking about visors. We can disagree. It's totally fine. I love this pick for you, Bloop. Delroy Callaway, right outside linebacker out of Iowa, speed rusher. More of a finesse guy. Did 18 in the bench press. Ran a 4.75 40. Some had him ranked at 137. I had him ranked at 60. A really good pick there for Bloop. And the guy that I almost took in the second round is still there. So I hope he just continues to fall, and maybe I can get him in the fifth round whenever I get to freaking. I hate not having a third or fourth round pick. No one would trade me. I was begging for people who wanted to throw away their picks, and I couldn't get anybody to throw me a pick, man.
Oh, you're not going to the right people.
I put it in the trade chat. I mean, where else am I supposed to go? I mean, I can't go jiggling people's pockets. Now, I can't do it. I ain't got time. Who's got that time? I don't have time to be holding somebody's pocket.
I'll tell you who does, Mo.
No, Mo. And Mo, I don't know if Mo's even watching this. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have it in me to have that conversation, and I'm way too busy. I'll get at you after the draft tomorrow. When
say what you want about Mo. He
hustles. I don't hate the game at all. The dude is a salesman. He's a businessman in real life. He's very successful. No, I hate when I have to make rules for guys. I just get tired of that, and it drives me insane. And especially guys who want to defend what they do. Like I don't even.
I had a conversation with him about it, and it was productive. And
it's never productive with me. Like, just the fact that I have to have the conversation makes it unproductive for me. Like, why can't we just play straight up? Like, why do we have to find loopholes and gimmicks and do things that are weird and out of the ordinary? Like,
can I back this?
No. I just don't want to hear it. I just really don't want. I don't get too caught up about anything, but I still just don't want to hear. I'm not saying he doesn't have a good reason and that you don't back his reasons up. Like, I'm not saying, because he's smart. Like, he's way smarter than me. Most of you here are way smarter humans than I am. It's the fact that it's a thing is what drives me insane. That's what drives me insane. So whatever his reason is, it's valid, it's real, it's probably going to make a ton of sense. But the fact that he gave $40 million in bonus and a $2 million salary to a really good quarterback that he doesn't want and that's going to sit on the bench is stupid.
Oh, he's actually starting.
Why would he start? He has Daniel Jones that tossed like 50 touchdowns.
Daniel Jones got traded to the Falcons.
Well, that I didn't know. But it still drives me insane because he can still cut the kid anytime he wants, takes the 1 year hit, and move on with his life. And I don't know.
That's a big hit for 1 year.
It's just a 1 year, though. Like, you cut him in week 15.
No, I think it.
Or you cut him after
Madden
your last game.
Well, I don't think he'll cut.
Then why else would you sign all bonus?
Well, I mean, that's why. Like, you can't. That's a big bonus. You can't. It's and also it's not just 1 year. Though I think Madden will
I know it's not a 1 year. It's a 4
year. 2 years.
It's a 4 year contract.
Madden does a good job now with like amortizing it over the full life of it.
Hell yeah!
I'm guessing
clearly he got
Mr. Brady got a hidden
guy with a hidden development. I had him ranked at my 71 overall ranked player, my fourth best player left. And I apologize to all the sensitive ears that are here. Go ahead and talk about Cliff Silver.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm just glad we can get off the subject of Mo and the crazy crap that Mo always does. So please hold on.
All right, so let's move on from the Mo talk. Let's move on. All right, 6'1", 195 pounds, 22-year-old man-to-man BYU alum, hidden development, cornerback, 92 speed, 71 man coverage, 63 zone coverage.
Oh, no, come on. So stop it right there. You can't get excited about a guy with 7163. I don't care what development he is. 7163. Get out of here. You got to go. You got to exit stage left. I don't even want to hear this.
Hey, I gotta get is any user ability guys on the line? We need to talk shop so I can hurry up and get this guy where he needs to be. But yeah, I'm just glad that he's hidden.
That's hilarious.
Oh man,
Rob, are you
if
getting
you guys could see
excited
this
about that
image
guy
right now?
You know,
I don't think Rob would be
I think it was.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was Ross that asked earlier if you had a hidden development. You don't need to ask that question. You'll know.
Yes. I'll get excited about my hidden.
I like this cornerback, Bethel, going over to the Ravens as well. Go ahead, Rob.
I liked him. I thought it was a good pick.
Tell little Brady we say what's up.
I always kind of like the corners or the DBs that have catching in their top three, because that means they probably not going to drop as many picks. And he had a good vert too, and a good 40 obviously. He was certainly worthwhile drafting, and it seems to have worked out well. So,
Mo, I just seen your comment in chat. I don't not love you. I've never not loved you. I have a lot of respect for you as a human, as a businessman, and what you do in real life. You just drive me insane with all the crazy crap you do that we have to talk about. Do I have to make rules for? There's so many D-Money and Wayne rules or Mo rules in the freaking rule book for the off season. I'm sorry, it just drives me nuts. After 20 years, I'm allowed for something to drive me nuts, and that drives me nuts. Whatever the reason behind it is, it still drives me nuts.
Hey, good pick by Bill.
Man, if you guys could see this dude twitching around on my screen, man, this is the funniest thing ever.
Oh, he's glitching out?
No, he's got his arms crossed, and he's doing this little half. I don't know what kind of dance. I don't know. Maybe.
I thought you were
TikTok
talking about
dance.
Nate,
No,
I don't dance. I'm white to my core. I'm powdered sugar white. Brandon Goldson, cornerback out of Florida. Nah, I ain't got no rhythm. I couldn't. I was almost said something that I thought was funny in my head that most people would have found offensive. So I'm not going to say it. But yeah, I don't have any rhythm. I don't have any rhythm in me at all. I was going to say I wouldn't have rhythm in me if Michael Jackson was in me, but... he might have been at the Neverland Ranch. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying, man. I still wouldn't have had rhythm. Another fullback. Eagles, why are you making me hate all the good things I've said about you? You don't draft fullbacks. You grab those babies in free agency or as a tight end and you move them to fullback. David Estes, a fullback out of Cincinnati, going over to Philadelphia. A couple picks there went really, really quick that I think I missed.
No. People who draft fullbacks, I love, because that makes my draft better.
Yeah, this is true. Our guys who take undraftable halfbacks, right? We're moving into the fourth round. Jabari Atwater, a halfback out of Syracuse, going over to the Oakland Raiders, which is a little bit of a confusing pick, but it's third round. I guess it's fine. Elusive guy.
Someone's got to take those 20%.
Sure. He ran a 4.58 40, and I had him ranked those my 113th or 112th best player. I had other halfbacks, at least one other halfback that was kind of in front of him.
That's funny.
Alexander Bryant. Go ahead.
Hey, you know what? Me and Bill, man, Bill, if you watching this, man, me and you got to talk shop, man. I need my cousin on my team. Because that's my last name, fam. I need Dom. Yeah.
Chris
Send
Lewis,
him
is this the Giants' first pick? I'm wrong about that. I got to be wrong about that. I just don't remember seeing the Giants have a lot of picks, and you guys are leaving me hanging. But
I intentionally didn't say anything about his pick.
He takes a receiver, 4'4", 40, 5'8". He likes his little fast guys, as he always has. Deep threat guy. This guy's going to spread the field. Kind of a red.
Because he didn't have that. Because he didn't have enough already.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. 92 speed, 95 acceleration. You just posted photos. Yeah.
I don't get too overexcited about 92 speed. I don't in this Madden. I don't get excited until it's 94 and above.
The only thing this guy is going to be for Mo is a kick returner, because like how many more targets are there after Slayton, Ingram, and Hardman?
Man, Bill's on the clock again.
Man, San Francisco has had a really good draft. I don't know how it's going to play out in the field, but I think overall, like, he's picked, at least on my board, which seems to be totally opposite of y'all's board, he's picked in players available in the upper portion of that every time he's come out. Eagles, 49ers, I know I'm forgetting people now, but Washington, who I haven't seen you pick in quite a bit, right? You got rid of a couple picks here, maybe?
I got rid of my third round.
Who were the other team? The Rams were a team that grabbed my attention. There's another team. The Falcons have grabbed my attention. There's some teams that have really had some really solid drafts here. I love when Brady just randomly laughs at himself.
No, I'm laughing at because somebody said great name for my cornerback. His name is Cliff Silver.
That one went over my head.
Yeah, it went over my head too. I just laughed just to play it. I don't want to be. Anyway, Ross and his
sounds like a Disney name.
Jokes. Ross and his D's nuts jokes in chat. It's like the second night in a row. He's not letting it go, Ross. I appreciate people.
He's
who
done
don't
that
let
like the
things
entire
go.
time he's been here. That's his staple.
I have a hard time keeping up with the chat when I'm doing these shows. Massimo, another team that has caught my attention. Texans go with Devon Wright. Defensive tackle out of Western Virginia, a run stopper. Nice pick for him. I like that pick there. Shaq French, this is the halfback I would have taken a while ago. Good pick there going. I lost it who he's going to, but good pick there. I think this one's going to be a bit of a reach. Maybe not. No. This was the guy I wanted to pick a while ago. Clyde, I don't know if you're watching, but this is the guy I was hoping would fall one more round. Tremaine Lewis, deep threat guy, 5'11", out of UFC, 4'4", 40. He's 23, a little bit on the older range, but the best available player that I had on my board. So, Clyde, I don't know if you're around, but I'd love to kind of hear about him. Maniac, you can go ahead and guarantee the Falcons are going to be a thorn in your side. Tampa Bay is going to be right back. Don't expect a lot from me this year. I'm probably 2 more years away. I'll make a run the last season. That's usually when everybody else gives up and stops trying. That's usually when I try the hardest. And that's my one Super Bowl win. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep trying to crack my back because it is killing me here. I'm going to let you take over, Brady, for a minute. I'm going to take a break, grab a cough drop and something from my back here. And
you good, man?
I'm going to be right back. So I'm going to go ahead and deuce out for just a second and let you guys do your thing. You're going to have to help me keep up, though.
Man, that was fast. It was like Rob's pick, and then bam, Stallings was off the board. So we got Spencer Stallings.
Not a bad pick.
No, not a bad pick at all. Mm-hmm.
Finally going with that pass rush that I was talking about.
Yeah, third round talent. Captured him in the 4th. Yeah. 4'6", 40. Looks like a 27 on the bench press.
Yeah. He's that's really good for a speed rusher.
Mm-hmm.
He's big boy too, 6'4", not the heaviest, but my guess is I don't know Denver's roster that well, but I would think, I mean, he's probably got at least a couple, or got at least some PT for him, like off the bat.
Yeah.
Maybe just in pass rush situations, but now that Neil Hunter's out of the fold.
Now I know a lot of the guys, as they get ready to, prepare for this, the new sliders and everything. I hope they really get in and kind of mess around or find themselves some good, sub sliders, formation sub, or some, good substitution sliders, because, you don't want nobody on the field that's tired, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Reyes.
it's going to be... I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays because, I mean, we can talk about it all we want,
man. It's your boy Brady Senior, man. Giving you the OMFL news after dark.
What Madden does in game is
man.
really anyone's guess. So
For sure.
Anyway, man, it's your boy Brady Senior, man.
Definitely, because I'm,
literally,
initially when I heard, I started, I had a chuckle.
You question it a little.
It was a chuckle, and then it was like, oh man, they're about to make this lobby,
everything that's going on so far.
Lobby settings.
No, I think a lot of people had that reaction, but
trying to make some moves.
It's
might be some bold ones, might be some dumb
that's
ones, but,
all well and good,
make some
but
moves to get draft picks.
You got to give it a try.
Really wanted to be in that top 10.
That simple.
Really wanted to be in that top 10. But
Cassidy Patton. Cassidy Patton.
Pull the trigger on a couple things.
Like if we get to the mid, a couple weeks through next season, and we're all thinking the same thing like that. Okay, that's one thing, but let's pump the brakes on. Obviously, we're on the same page, but with others that may have not played it yet or whatever.
Right.
Give it a whirl.
We'll be right back.
Bite your tongue until then, and then come back after you play.
Last week. Peace.
And I hope everybody takes the time to actually tinker around with it during the
yes,
preseason.
and actually try.
Yeah,
and get acquainted with it.
Yeah, play that preseason game because it might just be valuable. Yeah, and I was looking at my schedule. I don't know if I want to win 11 games ever again. Ever. Because my first 8 games is ridiculous, man.
What divisional rotation do y'all have?
I think it's NFC East and NFC East and one other solid division.
So you
got us.
Season edition.
Yeah, man.
That'll be fun.
Right before they give you the off-season PPL.
Get a taste of BMO
But
up
anyway,
close
man,
and
right now
personal.
we're getting ready to talk about the signings, league signings as of right now.
Yeah.
He
won't run as much as he did last year. I definitely wanted to secure some swag for my boy, but 299 runs.
On a lucrative deal,
Not gonna happen this season.
For the next 4 years.
I mean,
he had Jonathan Allen.
why? That's not that much per game.
Player, 57 million.
Not really, but
he's a workhorse, but that's fine. He should be a workhorse. He's really good.
91 overall.
yeah, true. True, but the biggest thing is like there was that one game I think weeks 15, 16. It's just ridiculous where he almost got injured, and that was the game that I had to like 2 or 3 restarts. It was stupid.
For 27 million.
Yeah.
We know where he gonna be throwing.
But I will say, carrying the ball 299 times and only fumbling twice, I mean, that is stud worthy.
Yeah, and I remember both of those fumbles were pretty early on in the year. He didn't have any, I think from like week 7 or 8 onwards.
Yeah.
He got caught with a couple hit sticks. Coming through the hole, and I was just like, okay.
But I mean, 299 carries is a lot. But I mean, if you're distributing it like throughout the game and not, giving it to him 4 or 5 times in a row, like back to back, like without any rest.
True.
I'm pretty sure you could manage it if you wanted to.
But hey, real quick before we continue, there was a left outside linebacker from UCF, Dwyer, that just went off the board.
Yeah, good
He
player.
was 67th
My best player.
He was
on the
67th
board.
on my board. Yeah, he was 67th rank on my board out of all that I scouted, and I would love to hear something about this guy because he was a third round talent selected here in the 5th. See if there's any photograph or anything going on, or do you have something, Nate?
Did we hear anything from Cly on that other guy that he took?
Not that
Let me see. Too much Brady. Too much.
Yeah,
What do you
they're
mean?
talking. They're talking.
What do you
about
mean,
it.
Tim?
I don't know. Hey, can y'all help me catch up on maybe the last 15 picks or 10 picks, something like that? 10 picks.
Let's see.
By the time we go through that, we'll be in like the 6th round. But
I can go fast. I can go fast.
I was about to hit it. That's what she said, but anyway.
That's what he would say. I don't know if that's what she would say.
So, all right,
I don't remember what the last pick you were around was or for was.
I got the Collins pick. If you'll go 10 back from Collins pick.
You talking about from the Cameron Dwyer?
Yep. 10
All right,
back
so from 19th. All right, so
Bryce
looks
Thomas.
like the 9th. Are you talking about Tremaine Lewis? Yeah. Went Steelers. He was 9th pick in the 4th. The 10th pick was Eric Barker.
Hold on, let me
Spencer
grab this
Stallings.
one. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab these that just went off.
This is gonna parlay all through the 5th round.
I'm gonna go fast. Even if I gotta pause it. Okay.
If he
Now
says he's fast,
give
he's
me
fast.
one.
Spencer Stallings went to the Vikings.
I got him.
You got Manuel Reyes, tight end, went to the Bears.
All right.
All right, Texans took cornerback Sherrod Wilson, 13th in the 4th.
All right.
Bengals took Cassidy Patton.
All right.
Packers took right tackle Chris Callaway. That just sounds like a presidential name. Hi,
That's a great name.
I hate that.
I'm Chris.
right.
I'm Chris Callaway. Broncos took right in Maurice Harrison.
All right, I got that one. Let me get this one right quick.
You good?
All right. Done.
And then Seahawks went with Eddie Singer. I wonder if he sings.
But I'm.
All right.
Giants went safety with Bryce Thomas at 18th, and then of course you said you had.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. See, I told you I'd catch up.
Hey, Rob. He said he was fast.
You did tell us.
Marcus Richardson, 6 foot, out of UCLA, 21 years old, 214, ran a 4.48 40 17 in the bench press. Good player there going for the Falcons, who've had a hell of a really good draft here. All right, now we're a good ways in, so you guys can give a pretty educated guess. We're about halfway, a little more than halfway. Give me your best top 3 drafts on the surface. I know it's hard because it's hard to keep up and we're not tracking every single one of these, but in your opinion, on the ones that have caught your eye, who's got the top 3 best drafts? Good pick there from Miami. Ross has had a good draft again.
Man, if I had to jump out there and say anything, of course, Eagles will be in there. Washington would be in there, but my third, man, it can go either way. Falcons, or it could go Steelers. You know what I mean? That could be one of my 3. You know what I mean? But that if I had to just go right off the surface, like I told you before, Nate, before we really got started, I was really interested in seeing how Cly or how Clyde would kind of rise back into it, get back into the game a little bit more, and yeah, that's who I go with. That's my 3: Eagles, Washington, and good old Pittsburgh.
Rob, who you got? Top 3 guys.
I don't know. To be honest, it's hard to come up with like a real opinion right now. Just, I mean, this draft has moved so fast. It's like one
another
ear, not the other.
Also going to Dallas. 57 overall. So go ahead and try to make.
I'll tell you who's not in my top 3.
Chicken poop.
Dwayne.
What'd you say, D-Wayne?
Yeah, Eagles have had a great draft as far as like his top 3 picks before the kicker or the fullback or whatever. I thought that obviously maybe he could have moved like Lane Johnson or someone like that to get another, like at least a mid-second or something. But with the picks he did have, he did well with, at least to the top. I think I've done decently well. We'll see what, I've still got more. I don't want to say holes to fill because that's just putting it on a tee, but still got more roster spots to fill.
That one got me. That one cracked me. I can't lie. That one got me.
Well, thank you, but we'll see what happens. Like, I think I've done well, but not. I mean, still. We'll see what happens at the end of it. And as for my last one, I think one team that is, I said this earlier, quietly done pretty well, or not so quietly because Massimo likes to talk, but Massimo, I thought that the linebacker he got in the first round was the best linebacker in the draft. I thought that his second round pick, I forget who it was, but I remember being impressed by it. And I remember his remember being impressed by his third pick. I don't know if it was third round or another second round pick, but I remember being consistently impressed by him, so that's enough to earn me a top 3 spot right now.
Yeah, I think mine's going to go Falcons 1, Eagles 2, Dolphins 3. Dolphins are throwing themselves up the board here as we kind of progress. He got a hidden development tight end here in the late fourth round, and so kudos for him. Now, again, I know that we make a really big deal out of being development. I think it's a combination now. More than anything, it's a combination of both development and base ratings, right? What are they starting
it's not with? Like it's not the end all be all.
No, I mean, look, that cornerback that Brady was all excited about, I'm sorry, but that dude needs to be a hidden development or he's going to get cut because he's 71 man coverage, 63 zone. Like, that's a lot of work. It's going to go a lot of work to get that guy. So it just depends on where they start. And, yeah, I just don't think it's the end.
Yeah, I think physicals are more important, and not just physicals, but physicals I would like individually say are more important than development because at least at skill positions, that like even if a guy's in development, if he's trash and you're not gonna play him. That's just Dalton
Matthews, free safety out of Virginia. I don't even have anything on this guy at all. I don't know if you guys do, but
Dalton Matthews,
67 overall, not bad here for the 5th round.
No.
Yeah, nothing on
4.61 40, so not the fastest. He had 19 bench reps, which was really good for a hybrid, but obviously getting a 67 overall anything at this point is it's not bad. So
another
did anybody did you guys catch did you guys catch Marcus Richardson? Did you guys talk about him for the Falcons? Yeah, he was actually a wide receiver, 67 overall, hidden development. Looks like he's got he was 6 foot 214 out of UCLA. It looks like he also had a 90 speed, 87 acceleration. His catch was a 77.
I'll let you guys take over so I can make my pick real quick.
Yeah. His jump was a 76.
Yeah.
He's not going. He's definitely not going after a corner.
Nope.
Don't high point him.
He ain't playing in the red zone.
Oh man, don't high point him.
Yeah, I mean, that just goes back to what I was saying. Like, you can have hidden development all you want, but if a guy's trash, that's hard. That's not easy to change. Now, I'm not saying he's trash, but there's at the end of the day, there's more to it than development.
Anthony Patterson, tight end. Good old UTEP. See, I got a pick coming up here. I think I got this pick from.
Oh yeah, you're right after me. Who you thinking?
Man, I don't know if I should go.
Don't tell me.
Offense or,
No, that was.
no, I don't know if I should go offense or defense, man. To be honest with you,
Hell yeah.
It's 5th round. Who cares?
I haven't even looked at this guy's stats, but I just grabbed me a hidden development receiver. I'll take that all day, every day in the 5th round.
I was thinking about him earlier, but 24 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that. And I got receivers for days with the real life Saints, but 80 catch, I'll take. I don't love his catch in traffic. 93 acceleration, short route
That's
70, good. Medium route 70, deep route 71. You could work with that. His catch in traffic.
But you can't work with 71 man.
No, 71 man I can. No, I mean I could I can work
You
with
said you couldn't earlier.
I can't work with 63 zone. I can't work with that. That's what I can't work with.
Oh, just use them.
yeah, exactly.
Well, now I'm limited to what I have to do at my defense because I'm using some freaking spam cornerback. Anyway, you just said the freaking attributes meant everything, so crazy.
So
man. Sometimes Rob
development
just
wasn't
likes
everything.
to argue with me just to argue with me.
Oh my God.
I like him, Ross. I'll take him all day, every day. I'll take that. Gore to Gore. It's Gore's cousin. That's why I took him, Dakota. I really did take him just because his name, and he was my top-ranked player left. So I was like, hell, let's go for it. What do you guys got left? We're here early in the 2nd round. Talk to me about some of your top-rated picks. While you do that, I'll give you mine.
Well, we are about to go, so.
Okay, well, then you can hold on.
I advise Brady not saying.
Traquan Scott 59206. If you guys think anyone's watching this show and moving their draft board, depending on what we say, you hit Miller time long time ago.
Okay, but hear me out. I'm picking literally right before him, and I've taken 2 picks.
Traquan Scott, cornerback 5'9" out of Oklahoma State, is my number 1 guy. Brandon Lowe, wide receiver out of Tulane. He's slow. Good chance he doesn't get drafted because of that, but I think he's going to be a good player. Eric Baker, a wide receiver out of Virginia Tech. Right end, Quentin Love out of Michigan is number 4. Marvin Greer, out of Rice is my number 5 guy. So some good players there. Ooh, we see another quarterback going over to the Cleveland Browns. Zaire Fitzgerald. Supposed to go in the middle.
Just traded for
3rd.
He just traded for Tim's quarterback too. Surprising.
He did. I was hoping that Green would be in FA, and he was not. That's another one of those guys that
fat contract.
Just says things to say them when I knew it was not going to be real. But I didn't think Bloop was going to let his guy go either. And then Bloop does what Bloop does. Oh, I would have signed and traded him or whatever. No, you wouldn't have. Don't play with me like that. Traquan Scott, go ahead and talk about him. What'd you get there?
He cannot catch anything. He's 59 catching, but
he's a cornerback. That's supposed to be that way.
You like to see at least like 60, but I'm not going to complain about the difference in wanting catching. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 86 AGI. Not exactly what I was looking for.
Say the speed and acceleration again.
90, 91. I wish I could see. Why don't they have change of direction?
Yeah, it's not there. No, you're right. That's a good point. What's his man in zone?
Oh, come on. Bro.
Oh no, you're gonna shit on it.
What is it? Y'all make me sound to be something I'm not.
If you thought 7163 was bad, you're
Oh, come on. Make your pick.
6657.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, yeah.
So you gonna keep him? You gonna practice squad him?
If he, I'll keep him on the roster. I'll just use him.
There's
if
my
he's
guy,
ever in the game.
Mr. Lowe, going over to you. Now, he's going to be slow, but I think he still can be a decent player. What you got over there?
So apparently I got a Brandon is ranked 88.
I can skip Smash, right?
Okay.
88 speed?
Yes.
That's a great roll.
No. His rank was 88 in true value after being drafted 139. 6'3", 197 pounds, slot archetype. Looks like we got a couple upgrades I could do, with him, over time, get his deep threat up to what I want him to be at. But of course, he's 87 speed, 92 acceleration. His catch is a 79, catching traffic 72.
Yeah. What's the
short
guy
route
from
77.
Minnesota? The real life guy from Minnesota?
Bateman?
No, the white guy.
You talking about Thielen?
Thielen. He's kind of like a Thielen, right? Thielen's not super fast, but catches everything. Good route runner.
Well, the thing you like about Lowe is he's slot, but he's 6'3". That's he's a freak.
That's Thielen, right? Like tall, can run good routes.
Yeah, just stash him on your bench until and eventually he'll probably get a speed upgrade if you keep doing slot or deep threat, and voila.
Well, his spectacular catch is a 77, and his agility is 92 with his jump is 84.
Yeah, it's a little low, but I'd still take that, man.
And then his change of direction is an 82 as of right now. But having him at a slot, though, with a 67 carry, not in this league.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest actually putting him in the slots.
League. Yeah, everybody that's watching this show. Yeah, it stinks.
Maniac has put in a rule that we have to bring it to the board and see what people think. I haven't had a chance, Maniac. It's been a busy day. I literally made like 12 videos today. I was just freaking filming all day long. So we'll get that posted up. Unless a board member who's watching this has time. Church videos and a couple of videos for the league, just trying to update like the how to post a blog, updating our intro video that goes on Twitch and Twitter and everything for like who we are as grown folks, and then I redid the intro video for the OMFL. So just trying to update some things as I get time, and today was my last day of vacation, so I try to knock some of those out.
Oh, yeah, it's a sad day. But finally get tired of telling people that they posted wrong.
Yep, it's a little extra work, but it's gotten better because it is much easier to post with this new overlay.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to mess up now.
Yeah, it can be. You just got to pick the right league. That's about it.
Yeah. Just don't change anything else.
But there's some extra little tips and tricks that make it a little bit easier to find. We got the New York Jets on the clock, Tennessee Titans, Los Angeles Chargers, Houston Texans, Seattle Seahawks. So we're kind of getting into that time where people are starting to get rid of picks and starting to deal for future picks. I know that Mo was trying to give me his third rounder. I just didn't know it was going to cost me a second and a third the next year. So I politely thanked him and ignored the rest of his offers that he continued, because Mo does not give up, that he continued to send my way. Yeah.
He'll swindle. He'll find someone that says yes.
Look, he tries to be fair. I got to give it to him. But if you say that you like something, he will make you think that it is the greatest thing ever. Like, I just mentioned a few players that I kind of liked as backup players that I knew that he, I'm not going to go ask for his superstars, and you would have swore that I thought they were going to be instant starter impact players on my team. But no, Mo, I'm sorry. I was not going to make that happen.
He's good at what he does.
He's totally good at what he does.
He's a very gifted salesman.
I wish I had that time.
I wish I had that patience.
I'll work it. I don't mind working a deal. I just don't have the time to. All right, now give me your top 5 players left because you guys aren't picking.
Confidential information.
I mean, 5th round. Let's see.
A lot more cornerbacks have went this draft than I thought.
Corner or quarter?
Corner. Dylan Morgan, quarterback out of Texas A&M, staying in state, going to the Houston Texans. I had him ranked as my 307 player.
Yeah, so not a good pick.
Pretty far down my list.
But yeah, this was a pretty deep cornerback draft.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some good potential cornerbacks on the board.
That was one of the weird positions that was like there were quite a few guys at the top, and then there were still guys like throughout the middle and late rounds. And I think it was probably the deepest position in this draft, at least in my opinion.
Another LSU halfback. I don't know why those little like details bother me, but I hate when I see teams with like several players from the same school, like in the.
I love it.
It drives me insane. LaMarcus Dawson halfback going over to the Seattle Seahawks. My best players so far: Eric Baker, wide receiver; right end, Quentin Love; Marvin Greer, strong safety. Those have kind of stayed pretty consistent. Manny Hayden, wide receiver; and Javaris Belton, cornerback, are my top 5.
Can we change the amount of time?
No, you can't. You're not. I mean, it's not an option for me to. I think it changes automatically when you get to the 3rd or 4th round, but it just knocks off 30 seconds.
I hate that. It's like you don't need a minute and a half to pick like a future practice squatter.
You're so hard on the late drafts. You're pretty hard on the late drafts. I like drafting late.
Like
for my team last year, I needed every freaking pick.
Every draft that I've been here, I've advocated, at least like in chat, for like lightning rounds, 10 seconds in the last
Oh God,
rounds.
no, stop it!
Boom, be done with it.
And it's not possible. Like I can't physically do it unless I'm just sitting here skipping picks.
Yeah, you could.
But if I'm just sitting here skipping picks, I can't talk. I can't do anything.
That's why they need to give you commissioner ability. Supposedly in this next one you can.
10 seconds. I don't.
In this next big like update that's coming this month, I think we're going to be able to put people on auto draft.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not the simple thing of like, if you're not online, auto draft, bam, done. Like, because you're not online, and so it's like, why don't you just skip those picks? But anyway. It's 9:30. You guys are still hanging tight. We still got a good solid 20. I think we've had up to 38 tonight. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You're going to start seeing a whole lot more content coming out from us around PUBG and Madden, kind of working to really take our community to the next step. But I appreciate you hanging out with us and making this a part of it. Give us a like and a subscribe, and come check out our content as it continues to drop here. And as I kind of said at the end of Press Pass Live, there goes Quentin Love. I like that pick. Talk about that pick. Tell me if he was any good.
All right, man. 6'6", 279, 22 power rusher out of Michigan. Yeah, man. I mean, he's got a 73 power move, 79 speed, 83 acceleration. His tackle is 78 normal dev. 78 tackle, 78 agility.
You sounded so depressed when you said that just now. It's the 5th round, homie. Like, you expect to get a hidden dev in the 6th round?
I'm looking at his block shedding at 58.
Move him to offensive
play
lineman.
at 59.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Move him to offensive lineman. Send him to Buffalo. They need the 20th offensive lineman.
He can't even move my son to the kitchen right now. Like, I mean,
He couldn't move a traffic cone.
Speaking of your son, can we get a little Brady Jr. On the show tonight?
Oh man, I wish I could, but with remote learning, he is in the bed.
I got it. Everett Sullivan, left tackle,
does he have his
out of
father's
Southern
mouth?
Miss. Oh God,
What's that?
Does he have his father's mouth?
No.
I don't think he means your lips either.
No. No.
Everett Sullivan, left tackle, Southern Miss, going over to Miami. Don't love the pick there. I think there were a little bit better picks. But, hey, man, Ross has hit it out of the park all night.
Well, he did pick a 62 overall tackle just now.
Matt Meekins, cornerback out of Stanford, slot guy, ran a 4.4840. I don't hate this pick. He's ranked my 157th, so I thought they were a little bit better players, but with the speed, which is probably what you're trying to do there, not a terrible pick here for our boy Maniac, who's still basking in his NFC championship. Bryce Spurlock going over to the Baltimore Ravens. Bryce is a strong safety out of Northern Iowa, run support guy. I think a really good thumper. Ran a 4.7240, did 22 in the bench press.
Have you ever looked at his roster?
No. I barely had
Ravens.
time to look at my roster.
Literally, like I swear, a quarter of his roster is listed as a free safety.
Oh, God. You can't hide anything in this league. Yeah, I don't know if y'all haven't learned that, but we have people that will freaking, if you're trying to do something, they will find it.
If you go...
I just said that's not a bad thing.
Oh, I was just saying, if you are just randomly flipping through people's rosters and you happen to land on his free safeties, it takes up the entire page. And that doesn't happen for anyone else.
I love Ross. He is the ultimate optimist. He pointed out that his guy's got high stamina. So good for you, Ross. I mean, you got to find that silver lining, man.
In competitive mode.
Oh my God. High stamina. Let's see what we got. Any more images?
Spence, right guard out of Auburn, going over to the Las Vegas Raiders. Puts Buffalo on the clock. Tennessee Titans, who've had a plethora of picks here. San Francisco, who I think has had a really good draft overall, did reach on a couple of guys. Bill with his Colts has had a pretty decent draft. Overall, there's not a lot of teams that I felt like have just totally blown it. Even though I don't even want to say this because I know he's a sensitive dude. He's just a sensitive soul. But Buffalo, you're kind of pushing it with these picks now. This has not been a great draft.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go Priest.
Oh well, Priest never drafts well. He made a bunch of moves last offseason, but drafting well. But Outlaw, you're disappointing me, bro. You think Priest is a good drafter?
He has been no, I don't. Overall, no, but
why did San Francisco just take their 9th middle linebacker this draft? What is he doing? He must have set up his draft board.
4-6, baby.
He must have set up his draft board with a ton of middle linebackers.
Well,
yeah, it's unfortunate.
It will not be an issue going forward.
All right, guys, take over for me, and I'm going to go make my pick.
Let's see. See what we get. Looks like we got the Colts on the clock, and then good old Nate. So what do we get? A middle linebacker, Bill, with Allen, Nathan Allen.
Here's the time to pick a linebacker or middle linebacker is now.
In session. Let's see if there was any information about this Allen guy. Anything? Nathan Allen. Northern Illinois, yep, there he is. He's a field general, undrafted talent.
Does not sound good.
Yeah. he was a depth player. He was listed as a depth player only. So if that's what he's going to be used for, that or practice squad, good pick, sir. He's 6'1",
not what I was
249.
expecting to hear after that.
Yeah, 6'1", 249, middle linebacker, man. Who knows? He could be the next Kratos.
No, there will never be.
That was my dude, man. A legend.
I think I said this last draft show actually, but I remember like whenever I first got in the league, I was like randomly flipping through the record books, and I was like, "Holy shit! How did this guy have 21 picks in a year?"
Yeah, dude. Dude was amazing.
He had like the tackles record, he had the picks record, he had like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was legit, dude.
R.I.P. in peace. There will never be another.
Oh no, no.
At least I hope not.
Didn't you bring him over and he was like 40 or something crazy? He was like super old. Yeah, he had like a $100 million contract.
It was something crazy. He had maybe one good season left in the importing, but after that, man, when you talk about somebody regressed, regression hit him hard.
He was like 32 or 33, right? He was crazy.
Yeah. But we was able to get him retired, though, man. He was able to ride off into the sunset with the record.
So where does your mindset go here? I mean, we know where Rob's mindset is. He hates all of these picks, but Brady, where does your mindset go whenever you're late in this round? Are you going best player available? Or are you going attributes on like speed, like physical attributes, speed, strength, something like that? Like where does your mindset shift as you go into the later rounds here? Good pick there.
Well, later round
for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So later rounds for me, I kind of think of practice squad or a depth player, per se. But for the most part, man, I really, for some reason, man, I have a tendency to kind of go with best available on my draft board, and if my draft board is empty, then there's no logic to my picks. Then, man, I'm just looking at combine scores, and it's like, good luck.
Combine scores, names, where they went to school.
Yeah. At that point, a lot of stuff kind of goes out the window when you get this late in the draft. But of course, like looking at my draft board right now, there's still a 5th round talent free safety on the board. I'm seeing
there's
quite a few
4th round there's a 4th round corner.
Yeah, 5th round, 4th round corner.
He ran a 4.58 though. Guys are going to stay away from him. Somebody will take a flyer on him, but most guys are going to stay away from him.
That, my friend, is what you call a safety.
Yep. No, totally. I think there's a good right end left out there. I avoided him on my last pick just because he's 273 in Marcus Hamilton. I think that's a really good player. Max Stingley, the wannabe real Mr.
gone.
Stingley. Oh, is he? I guess I missed that pick somehow. All right, well, let's take him off the board then.
Whatever his name is.
Max Stingley is another guy that I have on my board. He's my number 2 overall guy, but like the other one, like Jarvis, ran a 4.53 40. So it's gonna be tough for those guys to go. A lot of like 4 or 5 speed skill guys that are on the top of my list.
4.5 is fine. It's just 4.6 like
for a linebacker.
4.6 is.
No, just kidding with you.
You must have the best linebackers I've ever seen, man.
I'm just messing with you. Dexter Bloom, middle linebacker. Why are we seeing this run on middle linebackers? Is it strictly a speed situation?
I think DBL inadvertently started this when he set his board.
But is that? I mean, look, Dexter Bloom, middle linebacker out of North Carolina State, he goes to Cincinnati here. Little Koch has had a great draft, in my opinion. I mean, is it strictly just an attribute situation? There goes one of those cornerbacks right there to Priest. So
Priest made a good pick. What do you know?
Priest taking best player available there.
Shocker.
I'm surprised he didn't go like kicker or long snapper or holder or something. You know he would have if it was available. He was ranked as a first-round long snapper, though. I had to take him.
Still a 5th-round fullback.
Ross, I did not take a middle linebacker. I don't have anybody. I'm trying to stick to my board this year, and I don't have anybody ranked that high at middle linebacker.
Yeah,
they're all gone. They would have been gone for.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in a fullback, Brian Carroll, he's still on the board. He might be hidden development.
Ryan Shepard too. Well, nope, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
There is a quarterback out there, and I know I'm going to get killed for this, but there is a guy, if you need to take a flyer, that interests me a little bit. Stephen Peterbaum. Peterton?
What?
Pemberton. It's hard to say. Pemberton.
How do you get Peterbaum from that?
I don't know, man, because you can't see this right now, but it's literally, for those of you watching me, it's this big. That's why I can't see. And I got my glasses on, and I'm straining to freaking see right now. And, yeah, I can't hardly see. Max Stingley going over
his name
to
to Peterbaum
the
if you want.
Broncos. No.
I think the quarterback to take is Hackett. I think Montrell Hackett is it, man. If you're going quarterback right now, Montrell Hackett. He wants that call.
I guess you can do worse.
Montrell Hackett. Let me see this. Hold on.
I think mine would be Lance Peters.
Whoa.
He's like I was saying earlier, he doesn't have A+ throw power, but he's got a 4.77, so he's got a bit of mobility. Not great, but not terrible. And
well, Brian Clinton. There you go. There's our answer that we were looking for.
I don't think he was the answer anyone was looking for.
No.
He's definitely not the answer that Tim's looking for.
Nope. Look, there's your favorite person.
I don't dislike him.
Hey, there go Cheeks. Cheeks.
And you know what he is? Cheeks.
Another halfback I would not have touched. Now we're flying.
You don't want them cheeks?
No thanks.
I'm gonna use that name till it's dry.
Oh, you can't say that. That's too much. Good fullback out there. I think there's a good receiver.
I didn't mean it that way, Mr. Berger.
Hey, you said cheeks till they're dry. Like, I don't know why that makes me the perfect.
Wow.
But
Oh, all right, yeah. I put it on a platter.
you did. You put it on a tee. I don't want butt cheeks on a platter. Jake Bush. If you've got to have a center that you got to put your hands under, you want him named Bush.
I was waiting for it.
Jake Bush, out of Tennessee, an agile guy. I'm more of just a straight power guy. I just want guys who are powerful. What am I doing here? That's not what I want. Boy, we are digging deep.
Kevin Quintana.
Deep into this draft. Zach Hawkins, right outside linebacker out of Stanford. Holy cow, we're going fast now. Oh, it's a kicker. For some reason, my draft board does not include kickers or punters. I don't know what happened there, but I don't have any kickers or punters. They all
You'll get over it.
Yeah, that's just one thing, man. Do you spend the points on the?
Nope.
I do.
Oh,
I always replace
That
my
is where
kicker punter
we
season
agree to
one.
disagree.
That's
Pulling
not the
straws.
only place, Rob.
Yeah, no, you always say that, and then you like so your guys are in the middle of the rookie contract. You're
Oh
fine.
no, totally. I'm fine. Just hurts for a draft shit. That's all.
Well, you can't talk about a kicker.
Yeah, maybe. Tight end.
Yeah,
I like
we
the tight
reached.
end that went to Atlanta, man. Freaking Atlanta killing this draft.
Jesus Christ! This dude's
Ray
forehead is
Dunlap.
bigger.
I had this ranked ranked as my 313th best player. Not drafted.
Our boss from the Ohio State University.
He's the second boss cornerback that we've had here, right? Another.
Yeah,
Yep.
drives me insane.
one was Eric Boss. Maybe they're related. But
Yeah, Ross, we're going to preseason number 4 tonight. Well, 10 minutes between each round. Stop on preseason 4, play preseason 4. Settings are already set. I do need to set XP. Rob, I don't know if you have time or if it would even allow you, but XP did not get set and needs to be set. I have photos if you need them.
Yeah, you want to shoot me those? I had photos, but they're on my PS4.
No, it's all good. Let me send them in the draft chat. Board chat.
Oh, you got that message too?
What message?
No, I'm picking with Nate.
Oh no, I didn't see a message. Did I get a message?
No, I'm talking about that laundry list of PSN messages that you sent to everyone, or probably those that was in the chat.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. I can't actually. You don't. No need.
Wait, what? Somebody said they can see my board chat. I'm very confused. What do you mean you can see my board chat? Why would you be able to see the board chat? I'm very confused.
I think we can skip Mikey.
Somebody PM me in Discord that they could. It was Ross, I think. Yeah, Ross. What are you talking about, brother?
Okay, I do have XP sliders.
Oh, I'm very confused. Sorry, I will skip this over the next two. Evidently, I did something that people were. I don't know. I'm very confused. Oh, there's my guy, Pemberton. Why can't I say his name? Pemberton.
Why don't we just change? We'll just change his name.
No, shut up.
After this to Peter.
Wayne, why are you drafting 770 freaking quarterbacks? I'm not even marking these anymore. I give up. I'll just figure out my list whenever I get close. But Charlie Fitzpatrick, a left tackle, going to the Eagles again. I think he's had a solid draft. It's got a little weak here at the end, but he's had a really good draft. I thought the Bills did good early on. It didn't skip. I hit skip. Oh, I'm about to say, almost messed that up.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Pat
see what.
Easley.
Oh, go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say I can't wait to see what Daddy Leagues. Who Daddy Leagues kind of tips the cap.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't advance
D-Wayne.
out of week.
D-Wayne
Don't advance out of
just-
week 1 until we
I
get
won't.
that.
It won't let you?
Yeah, you have to do You have to do it preseason week 1.
Okay, I'll get that done. So, guys, just give me I'm going to need like 2 minutes to set those things. So, if you go do your scout, your training, like that's on you. So, I may be able to do it before I advance to the regular season. Anyway, D-Wayne just said in the chat, "How many damn quarterbacks are on my board?" He's drafted
All
like
of them.
50 of them.
Well, we will see with the second to last pick.
Oh my goodness, so funny, man. Anybody out there, worth picking? Anybody you got your eyes on? I mean, I know how important 7th round picks are, so you may not want to share, but
No, no, but again, I don't know how many times I'm going to pitch this to someone in the chat. If you're listening, Brian Carroll, fullback.
Oh, well,
he needs a home.
We got a punter.
He's a 6th-round talent.
6L to be precise.
He's looking for a quality home on a roster near you. But there are rules that come with that pick. Neck roll. Clear visor.
Definitely.
Stop it.
No. Hey, no, that's okay.
Neck roll, clear visor,
I should go pick him up just to make y'all be quiet.
and elbow pads.
All right. Well, if you pick him up, I'm gonna edit your roster, and he will. And do not be surprised if he rolls out there week 1. Big ass neck roll, the whole 9 yards.
You know, full guard face mask.
Oh,
Clear visor.
Yeah, that definitely. Oh, eye black.
Oh yeah, the eye black. Yeah.
Oh, and a nasal strip or whatever.
Yes. Gotta have the nasal strip.
Definitely.
Oh, that's right. Nate's over there getting his pick together.
I'm trying. I promise. I'm almost done.
Just pick him.
Man,
Go ahead.
I almost took
Come
that
on.
left. I'm gonna take this guy. What the hell?
Uh-oh. And with the 7th
59
pick.
overall.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's a tease.
He's terrible. 84 hit
Hey,
power though.
the only way you can keep him on your roster is if you change his name to Hobbit.
51 zone coverage. That's, wow.
He needs neck roll.
We're gonna move you to tight end.
Hey, hidden development. No,
Yeah. It made a noise when I picked him. I was like hoping it was going to be a hidden development, but
oh my God.
Oh no, the single bar bloop. Oh my, I don't know. There's not many things that you guys do that drive me insane, but the single bar and the black visors.
I love it.
Oh my God, they make me want to hurt somebody. Like I want to hurt myself. I can't deal with it.
Oh, you got to go see someone for that.
I can't deal with. I can't deal with
Nick
the
Allen,
single-
65
Who
overall
was
free
that?
safety.
Oh, that's a good pick. Clyde's killed it. I'm telling you, Clyde's scooted up into maybe my top 3. I might have to bump the Eagles out, even though he killed it the first 3 rounds. Overall, Clyde has moved close to my top 3. Miami's right there. Maybe he overtakes Miami. Maybe it's like, I don't know, man. Atlanta, Miami, Pittsburgh, the Eagles. Cincinnati's got to be in my top 5. Those teams have killed it.
Rob, with
Rob, talk about
Deontay
it.
Elliott. Talk about it, man. Come on.
There's not a ton to talk. He's all right, but I hope I don't have to play him.
Bill, that is the only
Hey, you dropped it
acceptable
down.
place that a single bar is allowed. But when I seen there was somebody here was doing some crazy stuff with players because they thought it was funny, and I don't remember who it was. Was it like Ducks or somebody that had like a stud halfback with single bar visor, which doesn't even work, and blacked out?
And
it made me so
in
mad.
Madden 19, I
It made
know
me so mad.
DDL had a bunch of guys with neck rolls.
Can I skip
remember.
Smash, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Smash, yes.
Oh yeah, and Maniac taped fingers. That's a
I'm
necessity
totally fine.
too.
Tape fingers don't bother me. I like tape fingers.
But if you have taped fingers, you have to have a nasal strip. You have to have a neck roll.
It was Ducks, right, Dakota? I knew it was Ducks. Oh my God. And then people were doing the stupid name changes, and I think he had him as number 1. I was like, oh my God, like, why are you doing this stuff? Why does that even bother me? But number 2, why are you doing it? Why do you have a halfback that's single
white
bar
shirt.
with a visor on? He had the big elbow pads on, and number 1.
Yes,
I was
like, come on.
Oh, and like when I love it when O-line pads are absolutely enormous. Like they go up to
like I did with
their
Picnic
ears
for a little bit.
Yeah, and they like go.
I did
they
change
all
them
go up
'cause they were too ridiculous.
No, but like whenever it does the close up in game on the O line, and they all just look like just giants. It's awesome. It's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna do a little pitch here. Get your OMFL, Grown Folks, or any other league here plus PUBG. Get your gear at our t-shirt shop. You can find that at !t-shirts in the chat, and I'll bring up the link. It's called Redbubble. You can get hats there, not hats, but cups there. Clocks, blankets, phone covers, iPad cover. You can get all kinds of stuff there, but it's got all of our logos.
Ooh.
I'm going to update it with the new logos here in the next couple of weeks. And so make sure you go grab you some OMFL gear. I was wearing my jersey a while ago. Unfortunately, can't get jerseys there, but you can get pullovers, hoodies, you can get all kinds of super cool stuff. So, and then just
real
to
quick,
give you,
guys.
Go ahead.
Oh. No. Yo, finish your plug, man. I'm sorry. No.
No, I just was going to say what's going to happen is the draft is wrapping up here. We'll put on OMFL News for a bit. We'll advance every 10 minutes. I'll set the XP, and then every 10 minutes we're going to advance into the next round. And then when we get to round 4, we'll stop. We'll turn injuries off. Maniac just got deleted by the stream, and
I saw that.
for what? He says, I remember changing my safety. I don't know why he got blocked. I've set all my settings to not block people like this, and I don't know why he got blocked, so I have no answers for that. But anyway, I think it was too long.
Can we get any apparel with your face on it?
No. I think it was too long. I think that's what it was, Maniac. I've cut it to where you can't have super long messages. But anyway, every 10 minutes, round 4, we'll stop. I encourage you to play round 4, especially since we're going to comp mode, 24 hours, get set to 53, set your 53-man roster, and set your practice squad. Players, remind me, Rob, is it 70 overall and above? What is it again?
67.
67 overall and above
67.
have to have a waiver wire. If they're 66 and below, you can just sign them without a waiver wire.
Yeah.
Yep.
So make sure that you guys follow those rules. And Brady, finish your thought. Chip McGrath,
And
what a great name.
If you are not meeting any roster requirements and sign someone, drop them, sign the lowest of overall available.
Yep.
Because I'm sure someone will.
It totally is going to happen.
Yeah, it always happens. Like Dawson drafted a quarterback, so he'll be good. If Denbrew didn't draft a quarterback, he'll automatically sign one.
Well, actually, that's what I was going to talk about. So check this out. Denbrew, in the 7th round, he drafted a quarterback, Lance Peters, or that might have been the previous round. Hidden development quarterback. In the late rounds, 63 overall, but it doesn't give any stat.
Yes,
I didn't.
I was the one that said. So you're welcome, Denver.
I give credit where credit's due. There's your fullback off the board going to Houston Texans, Brian Carroll. Neck roll immediately.
He's an X factor.
Who's an X factor? Brian Carroll?
Yeah.
I sure hope
I'll change him if he's not.
God, please be an X factor. Scott Kendrick.
Every fullback is X factor.
Left tackle. He keeps saying I'm going to change, and somebody's going to go start checking and seeing what's up. What's up, Trey? People are going to be watching every edit that Rob makes now in the CFM. Is he really changing players? No, he's not really changing players.
Why are there 5 X factor fullbacks in this class?
And then also apparently there was a left tackle, Kevin Quintana. Yeah, went to Tampa Bay. He was also a dev 64 overall left tackle.
It's official. I'm closing my draft sheet. I'm not marking any more players. We're not talking about any more players. In my opinion, this draft is just about over. I will say, though, Rob and I have been having adult debates back and forth about our offensive lineman Devo system. Not debates, conversations. I'm still chewing on some things. I will make a decision by, I guess, first thing tomorrow morning, because we'll have to make a few edits if we go with it. But there's a chance that we don't do anything this year and wait till next year. and it will be much harder than even what I showed you. So we're kind of playing around with some numbers because I felt like those numbers are a little bit too big still. I don't want to start giving out 25 offensive lineman developments every single year. So it'll be harder. We're just trying to, there's a little bit of a conversation around how much harder and what do those numbers finally end up being. And Rob really wants me to wait until we see better numbers next season. And I hate waiting on good ideas. I'm very impatient when I feel like we've got a good idea. So,
hey, here's a question that I'll ask about the O-line development system. Why don't we, I mean, with everything that you have laid out, instead of leaving it open to all players, why can't it just be one from all 32 teams? And if they reach their goal, that player gets that incentive.
Because I can't speak for Nate, but
I'm just saying, like, if your person comes up,
I'm just saying, if I had that situation, they are playing center. They are like I would alter what I do based around that, and that's not what at least I would want that to be. Like, if I had set goals, I would put that guy at center. He's definitely not playing tackle.
yeah.
And yeah.
I think it actually, I don't, this is going to sound asinine and maybe, to use Pepper's favorite word, ignorant of me to say, it almost feels like, and man, I know it just sounds so stupid coming out of my mouth, but I'm going to let it come out of my mouth. It almost becomes harder to track that way than it is the way it is now. Because right now you just pull up every player that hits 700 yards. You track how many, if they had, whatever your settings are, 3 sacks, 2 sacks, whatever. You just track how many players hit that, and you write that list down.
Snaps.
Whereas right now, if you did one player particular, number one, it limits how many offensive linemen can actually grow in the league, and I think it should be a little bit more fluid than that. I don't know. There's a good chance I'm probably just making the decision right here, right now. There's a good chance we're just going to wait, and so everybody gets your platinum. We're not going to do the random Pro Bowl thing, and we'll have the final system for next year. And so next year, look forward to you guys. We'll get some developments, with the caveat being, if you lose it, you lose it, and you have to re-earn it again.
Yeah, it's just a lot to iron out in, 16 hours, 18 hours, something like that, before the season starts. I'd rather personally just do platinum, whatever. It's one season. A good amount of them are going to lose it anyways. Just start with a fresh plate, and
Ramczyk will be getting that X Factor bump tonight. No.
Hey, do whatever you want. I mean, you could have 3 superstars on your line if you went with McCoy or Ruiz or whoever else.
I got 2 right now. I've got. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
But then again, I don't even know,
Wow. So we're just 3 picks left? 3 picks left? Colt Waddell is still up there.
It's been a good draft, man. I think this has been fun. We've had a good crew. I mean, we're still holding strong at 18, 19. Oh, yeah, sorry. People still this late. It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on our East Coast, so it's not too super late. So maybe some games will get played tonight. I do hate the preseason because I play Outlaw every single time. So Outlaw, if you're still up, I would like to play because I like to get a feel for my players. If not, I get it. It's pretty late. I love playing it. I'm a geek. I wish I could force everybody to play it, but I get why we don't. I like to get a feel for my team and just find out how they're going to play and not play. And I like seeing backups.
Although I will try to play it this year because with a change to comp, obviously. Totally.
And I do need feedback.
You can test all you want, but you can test all you want, but you're not going to know how it actually plays with your team.
No, totally.
Until you actually do it. So
I do need feedback, and so as you guys play, please give me feedback on the sliders. I put a lot of work into these sliders, and so I feel like they're pretty close. And the last game I played, which was 2 days ago, it felt really, really good. The penalties
Maniac,
are the one thing
it's
that we're
the second
trading on.
prospect. Go.
Leave him alone. You leave that man alone. You hear me? You back off that man, Rob. You let that man take his minute and a half.
You're gonna cut this guy anyways. Go.
Leave him alone. Maniac is still basking in his NFC South championship. I hate to tell him, though. I think it's going away. I hate to be that guy.
It's a hard division to repeat. That's
Carolina.
The Falcons, I
Who
think,
did
are
they
going to be
get?
so hard, man. And the Bucks will be right there. And it's going to be a fun division. I'm
There
gonna
it
be
is.
dragging
Cole
it
Waddell
down.
was finally off the board.
All right, that's
And
it.
there we go.
That's it.
All right, guys, as
That's
we
it.
wrap this up, let me see if it'll let me set XP right now.
I already did. Let me.
Yep.
Give me a second.
Sweet.
I'm gonna pull up the Daddy Leagues article. You
That
can
is-
advance to see.
That is another
Oh,
thing
I'm
that
just-
you guys should expect with our Devo system. When we do figure out the numbers, we will be tweaking the XP sliders for offensive linemen to not make it as easy. We made it a little bit easier to develop offensive linemen because there is no development system. But if we're adding in this development system, we're going to take some of that XP back. So expect that to
Yep.
happen. What do you want me to check out?
Oh no, nothing. I was just saying I'm gonna do the Daddy Leagues draft feature whenever we advance. At least I'm gonna try.
Let me just reset everybody's confidence real quick, which takes a few minutes. But give me your closing thoughts, Rob.
I'm ready to go. It's a good draft. I feel like there were more hidden developments this year. I don't know if that was just like weird like just seeing more pictures because guys were like guys
I think
drafted them, were
Nate
just
called
posting
that.
more.
I think Nate called that, and I was told I was an idiot for calling that.
Yeah, I don't recall, but
I'm just throwing that out there.
But I feel like a lot of, in past drafts, it's kind of been weird with like who hits on their picks, and it's been like teams who are already doing well.
Totally.
Ended up.
It's more
but
even
now.
now.
I felt like the bad teams did well in the draft. So hopefully that goes a little, chips away and creates more parity. So we'll have to see. Looking forward to it.
Brady, final thoughts. Did we lose Brady? Brady? Earth to Brady?
Bueller.
He was just here. I just heard him freaking doing his laugh.
All right.
Oh, now he's back. Okay, Brady.
No,
we
sorry.
were talking to you for
Yes,
like 3
yes.
minutes there, but give me
I'm
your.
sorry.
No, you're good. Give me your final thoughts.
Man, with my draft, man, I think it was okay. It was okay. I feel like I missed out on two pretty decent players right there before my
Which
pick
two
in the
were
first.
those? Yeah, which two were those?
Yeah, kiss my ass, Rob. but other than that, man, I mean, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, you still got to get on the field. You still got to get on the field and put something together. And with my schedule, like, sweet Jesus, I don't care what I drafted. I've been thrown to the wolves. So
Is the schedule out?
yeah, man, yeah,
Nervous to
yeah.
see mine.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Schedule post like whenever at the start of the draft.
Yeah. My first 8 games out the gate is just ridiculous. I start the season versus the Giants. I get the Giants, the Texans, the Titans. Then I got Nips and the Ravens. Then I got Colin and the Chargers. And then I got Penguin and the Chiefs, the Colts, and then I finish before the bye week against Dwayne. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
Rob, I have advanced. You can give it to us, and we can have a healthy conversation about what Daddy League says, and then we'll log off for the
Yeah.
night.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's see.
I feel like Eddie Murphy and Nutty Professor. Hercules.
All right, I'm pushing it now.
I always struggle about who I should put as my extra development.
If it said it went through, so we will
Marshawn
see.
Lattimore would have been a nice superstar. Too bad I can't do that.
All right, so yeah, it actually went through. So let's see, top 10 players in the draft. Looks like I have a Broderick Albert was
Yeah, that
number
was
one.
that was his second round, or that was the Eagles' second round pick.
Yeah,
Good
second
for him.
round. Glenn Howard, safety. I can't remember who it went to. It's not loading my not
Broncos.
loading the gift. So Glenn Howard was number 2. Then you had Eric Boss, the first pick. It looks like he was number 3. Larry Saunders was number 5. Then you had Justin Ridley. Oh man, then there's this one jackass named Bigsby. Deion
Man, I'm salty
McCarthy.
about that.
Yes, I am. Keenan Edwards, and then Lionel Johnson, and then Sean Porter. Those were the top 10 players. But it's not giving me the, at least on my cell phone, it's not giving me the actual team image to kind of better discuss, what happened. Here we go. On my laptop, it does it. So, yeah, laptop a little bit better. So, yeah, it looks like the Eagles had
My quarterback superstar.
best pick.
I'm super excited about that.
Ooh,
Glenn
yeah,
Howard.
my safety got superstar too.
Really?
I'm gonna bring it up while you're talking.
Not the
about
guy
it,
I thought
Brady.
was going to get superstar.
I'm gonna bring it up
And-
and put it on the screen here.
And the drum roll, the best draft award goes to the Dolphins.
Yeah. Okay.
Again?
Yeah, the Dolphins. Yeah, the Dolphins had 1, 3, 4. He had 4 hidden development player. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
4 hidden development players.
2 wide receivers. Let's see. Sorry to spoil this, Ross, but it looks like all of them are star, but that's still awesome.
I mean, look, you had a great
shit.
draft, man. So you guys are on the recap right now? No.
Yeah.
No, you guys are on top 10. Is that
Best
what you're on?
draft. Best draft.
Okay. Let's go best draft. All right, so we got the Miami
Yeah,
Dolphins
okay.
again for the second year in a row, right? So John Stockton, Von Thomas, LaMarcus McFarland, Breland Cothiers, Reed Hamilton, Byron Boss, and Everett Sullivan. So good draft by him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 guys that are all hidden developments. And how did you know so fast?
That's a good day
what
at
he
the
had?
office. Because if you go on Daddy Leagues and you
Yeah.
actually pull up their profile, it'll even if it's still hidden, it'll have a box for their abilities.
I got you. Well, let's look at the best picks per position. Round number 2, pick number 1, right outside linebacker to the Eagles. I told him to wait. It worked out. Thank God. Broderick Albert, he went to the Eagles. Round number 1, cornerback Eric Boss went to the Eagles. Round number 1,
Yeah,
pick
he got
13.
2. Yeah.
A strong safety, Glenn Howard, goes to the Broncos. Your guy, Stephen Bigsby, went to Washington. Justin Ridley, a left end, goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. Deion McCarthy, my quarterback with the Saints. Lionel Johnson, a middle linebacker, round 1, pick number 8. Round 1, pick number 11, Sean Porter, free safety, goes over to the Minnesota Vikings. Colt Swell, tight end, round 1, pick number 14. So Cincinnati's got 2 players on that list. So does Washington. Randall Parrish, a Jets halfback. Then the Washington football team, Broderick Wilder, the defensive tackle, pick number 10. Zach Hayes, a left outside linebacker to the New York Jets. I think that's their second player. Ralph Weaver, a right guard to the Houston Texans. Byron Nash, the center. I think that you had talked about him maybe. Pick 1, round number 9 to the Steelers. Pat Overton, a Jets third player, a left tackle in round 1, pick number 17. Falcons get the best right end, Peter Barton, round 2, pick 26. The best kicker, congratulations, Priest, Sam Shipley, round 2, pick 23. Adrian Moore, the best fullback, goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Way to go, Brady. Put a neck roll in that man. Ronnie Schultz, a punter, goes to the Seattle, best punter, round number 4. Carl Turner, a right tackle, goes to the Tampa Bay in pick number 22 in round 2. And then rounding it out, a left guard, Larry Booth, pick number 12 in round number 3, goes to the Chicago Bears. So those are the best picks per position. Looking at some top tiers, it looks like the Jets had 3, the Eagles had 3, the Raiders had 3, the Saints had 3. Then you get to Washington, Green Bay, New England, the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Texans, the Browns, the Titans, the Bills, the Bengals, and the Vikings all had 2. So going back to your point that you made is it just, you see that that's way more spread out. No, the Dolphins got the best draft. They were in tier number 2. And then we got the Jags, the Rams, the Lions. So I thought the Rams had done better than that. The 49ers, who I thought did better than that. The Colts, the Chiefs, the Cardinals, the Bucks, the Broncos, the Bears all had one top tier guy. And then, sorry to say this, but our Panthers, Giants, Cowboys, Ravens, Chargers, Seahawks all had none of the top tier players. I actually don't know what top tier means exactly. Do you guys
70
know?
plus, I believe.
Okay.
At least that's what it was in TFL.
And then looking at the top 10, of course, it's going to be Broderick Allen, or Albert, I'm sorry, the left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker that went in round number 2. So it was great of a draft that the Eagles had. Their second round pick actually got the top player here. Glenn Howard over to the Broncos, number 2. Number 3, Eric Boss. So he got 2 of the top 3 players. Way to go for him.
Ooh.
Larry Saunders got the 4th best guy. The 5th best guy, Justin Ridley, to the Raiders. Stephen Bigsby. You really, really wanted him, Brady. He's the 6th best.
Yes, I did.
Deion McCarthy, the 7th. Keon Edwards, the 8th, I think. And then 9th, Lionel Johnson, 10th, Sean Porter. So overall, a very interesting draft. The part that I pull away from the most is those top tier. And I know that we all talk about development, man, but you can see the Eagles needed a big draft. The Jets needed a big draft. The Raiders needed a big draft. I needed a big draft. Those teams got a big draft overall in quality from this draft. So make a call right now before I let everybody go home and we start advancing through here. He said injuries are still on. I will go take a
I
look.
turned them off.
Give me your best draft, Brady. Gotta pick one.
For me, on the surface, I would definitely say the Eagles had the best draft, especially being able to grab 2 top tier players. One of them coming in the second round. You know what I mean? And then, so I would say the Eagles if I have to pick one. But kudos to Miami though for being dubbed technically the Daddy League's best drafted team. I was looking at mine and I was like, wait, top
top tier. I had 2 guys at 69 overall, so like it's not a perfect like system to base it on, but it still obviously gives a pretty good basis for like who had a good draft and who didn't. Oh look, sorry, I just saw Jason's DE that he drafted in the second round is an X Factor, so good on him. And Massimo
He had a really good draft.
And Massimo drafted an X Factor wide receiver. Good on him. So I'm actually going to pivot off that and say my best draft was Massimo. I said it before, and with just the middle linebacker, I thought that was an awesome pick. And now he has an X Factor wide receiver, and he had a few other really good picks. So my best draft is definitely him. Massimo has struggled so far, but I don't expect that to last much longer.
Nope. That's for sure.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Guys giving their best picks here that we've got going on. Let's get off to it. It is 10:17. We're going to shave 3 minutes off, so I will go, let's just call it, what would it be? Let's just go 10:25 since we went so long. We'll be round 1, 10:35, round 2, 10:45, round 3, and then we'll stop into round 4. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you both a ton. We're going to go ahead and get this thing over to the OMFL News.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay. You cannot pick up people until week 4. While, yes, it is the 67 overall rule
You have to wait.
You have to wait. So, as such, Dolphins, Bills, Bucks, Panthers.
Come on,
You
guys.
all need to drop. Come on, we do this every year.
We do this every year. This is not new. What are y'all doing? You know you got to wait till week 4. It's the fair way to do it. So do me a favor, Rob. Just send some quick messages to those guys and say,
I'm putting out a message right now.
In case they're not watching, because we only got like 14 people still watching. So Maniac, my NFC South brother, Maniac, Big Hurt, Outlaw. Who else did I miss out there?
I don't know if Hurt's guy was intentional, considering but he actually might have.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and cut those dudes. Sign Lois overall if that's what you need for a position. And good job, everybody. So I appreciate it. We're going to put it on the ending screen, but I'm going to put on the OMFL News and let that play through for the next 11 minutes before I shut it down. So if you missed Press Pass Live yesterday, make sure to tune in for the OMFL News. And I guess that's going to be it. It's been a good night, guys. I appreciate you again. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see you Sunday for Press Pass Live, but you'll probably see me before that with my new overlay for my Saints game. So come hang out with me and chat. I just like it when you guys are watching and talking with me. So come hang out. All right, guys, until then, peace. God bless.
Get later on. Thanks for having me.
This is the OMFL.
After the season 93 draft. And we're gonna talk about a little bit of everything that's going on so far in the off season. As you know, Jags is up here trying to make some moves. Might be some bold ones, might be some dumb ones, but we trying to make some moves to get draft picks. Really wanted to be in that top 10. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Really wanted to be in that top 10, but yeah, couldn't pull the trigger on a couple things and probably should have. You never know, man. Might have been that 7th pick because there's, a couple cats that I'm looking at up there in the early goings on of the draft, and who knows, man. If everything goes well, man, I'll have the 19th pick and the 27th pick and, make a run with it. But we'll be right back after this, man. We'll talk about some of these signings that went down last week. Peace. Yay. Yay. Hey, welcome back to the OMFL News After Dark, man, with that bass drop. It's your boy Brady Senior, man, giving you the off-season edition right before Nate gives you the off-season PPL. Yeah. But anyway, man, right now we're getting ready to talk about the free agent signings, league signings as of right now. I'm going to go through some of these real quick. Won't hold your time up here. But right now, man, so far you got J.J. Watt went to the Panthers on a lucrative deal, $72 million for the next 4 years. Then you had Jonathan Allen, another 90 overall player, $57 million. He went to the Cardinals. Watch out. And then, of course, T. Will, 91 overall right tackle, went to the Bengals for $27 million. And then the elder statesman tight end, Rob Gronkowski, bro, 91 overall, went out to the Colts, boy, for $27 million. Yeah, we know where he gonna be throwing the damn ball. And then, of course, man, we had a couple other ones, man. Hicks went to the Browns. We had Flowers go to the Colts. Let's see, Sonny Michel, man, he actually went back to the Patriots for $17 million for the next 4. And yeah, man, it was quite a few signings, man. Get over there and check it out. But yeah, we'll be right back after this, man. We're gonna talk about that Super Bowl game, man. Peace. Yeah. All right, man, what's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to the OMFL News After Dark, man. Not a whole lot to chat about, but, you know what, let's talk about this Super Bowl that went down. So, as you know, let's look at this playoff bracket. It was a real quick game between the Chiefs and the Ravens. Chiefs was able to beat the Ravens 30-13. Then they went right on into the Super Bowl and handled the Cowboys 38-10. But I mean, come on, man, that roster is ridiculous over there in Kansas City. And it'll be that way for a while. I know he lost some pieces on the defensive side, but I mean, his bread and butter was the offense, man. Don't get it twisted. But let's talk about the Super Bowl game, man. 38-10, Chiefs secured over the Cowboys. Looks like it was a 24-7 halftime lead. And then they went ahead and put the icing on the cake with another 14 points, a 14-3 run in the second half, man, just to, kind of put it away. But total yards, man, it looked like it was 414 for the Chiefs to 180. I mean, there's nothing a whole lot you can do about that, man. Turnovers, they both were 1-1. Third down conversions, though, was the key, man. 9 third down converted to 2 for Dallas, man. Just, I mean, there's nothing a whole lot you can do, fam. And then let's see who the MVP would go to. I mean, Mahomes did his thing. He was 14 for 19, 190, 3 TDs with a 144.7, QBR. But I think the main man was Barkley with 16 carries, 181 yards, and 2 TDs. And looking at the receiving side, I mean, it looks like Kelsey was the one that did his thing for real, man. He had 5 catches, 84 yards, but I think the MVP went to Barkley for sure on that. But I mean, hey man, tell me what you think about this playoffs this season. Do you think, you know, X Factors played a heavy role in that, or if it was just the better team won this year? Hey, we'll be right back. Man, what's good, man? It's your boy Brady Sr., man, giving you the OMFL News After Dark every week. Hit that like, hit the share, and dang sure subscribe, y'all, because, man, I'm the hype show before the Press Pass Live, hosted by my boy Nate. And, you know, we tell you a little bit about what's going on here in the OMFL, but I mean, it's all about the GrownFolks community, man. Right now, you know, we got some hot leagues, the ATG, you got the Deuce, you got the NBC. I mean, man, hey, the TFL is even out there on and popping. So, you know, check us out, man. Get over there to the GrownFolks OC website and just, yeah, peep us out. Peace. Yeah. We're tearing this popcorn up. Hey. Yeah. Alright, what's up everybody, man? It's your boy Brady Sr., man. Had to, you know, collect myself eating some popcorn. But it's your boy Brady Sr., man. Give me the OMFL News After Dark. And we can really talk about some season record holders, man. It looks like rushing yards. It looked like my boy B Mo got into the record books with 2001 yards as the newest member to the list. Fell short about 105 yards away from shattering Eric Dickerson's record back in 1984, but I mean, he was close enough. And then it looks like Barkley got close with 28 TDs rushing this year from shattering the 32 that was set by Dobbins the previous. And then on that rushing TD side, it looks like also Jacobs and my boy B Mo got added to the list with 25 of Jacobs and 23 for my boy B Mo. Receiving yards, man, it went to McLaurin out there, Washington football team, man, with 2,316 yards. He's the new leader, the new king. TDs went to McLaurin as well with 24. It looks like Hopkins added his name to the list with 23. And then it looks like Vincent fell short of Hardman's record that was set the previous year of 22. But Vincent actually had 19. Those are the newest guys on the list. Catches went to looks like catches. McLaurin was added to the list with 132 catches. And then defensive sacks, man, we got a new sack leader, man, with Beckham. It looks like he had 32 on the year. He tops the list for the new man. And then, of course, defensive interceptions. It looks like the newest member on this list was Harrison out there in Cleveland. You feel me? But that's the list of season record holders right there, man. And we'll be right back after this, man. We'll sign out and run this thing right over to my boy GrownFolks Nate. Yeah. What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Brady Sr. OMFL News After Dark, literally. And, man, I think we're going to get up out of here, man. Not a whole lot to really talk about. Make sure you, I'm pretty sure everything's already locked down, but make sure you're doing your votes for all the draft night stuff like that. I think I missed out on that, but I was able to get my other stuff in. Make sure you check out the Pro Bowl sheet. I believe that's already done and gone as well. Nice little new format. And then, of course, make sure you're checking out the GrownFolks OC and the actual, Discord. Make sure you staying locked in because, man, this thing is moving. Season 94 is almost on its way. And, you just got to be on your guns. And then, with it being the new year, man, hopefully everybody, enjoy their time with their family, man. Stay safe, bringing in the new year. But, man, 2021 is here. Let's encourage one another. Let's be positive. And let's keep this motherfucker rolling. You feel me? That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get down in the dumps about what went down in 2020, but hey, ain't nothing you can do about it. Hey, worry about what you can control and not what you can't. But other than that, man, this your boy Brady signing out. This mother. Okay? And who knows, man? I might get the opportunity to join my boy Nate on the PPL. But until then, man, peace, love, and mother hair grease, bruh. Yay! Yeah. Man, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Brady Sr., man, giving you the OMFL News After Dark. And, man, see if we can get this music rolling. Yeah. Anyway, man, it's your boy Brady Sr., man. It's a new week, a new year, literally, because we getting ready to, jump off into this season 94, man, after the season 93 draft. And, we're going to talk about a little bit of, everything that's going on so far in the off season. As you know, Jags is up here trying to make some moves. Might be some bold ones, might be some dumb ones, but, we trying to make some moves to get draft picks. Really wanted to be in that top 10. I ain't going to lie, bro. Really wanted to be in that top 10. But, couldn't pull the trigger on a couple things and probably should have. You never know, man. Might have been that 7th pick because there's, a couple cats